Engines hum, the tires scream. PHG's back, it's a racing dream. Season 3's here, it's time to shine. Grip the wheel, feel the starting line. The combo slick, Shaggy's the king. Car and track, they're the perfect thing. Teams are ready, the racers too. Fast and fierce, they're coming through. It's more than speed, it's where we thrive. Racing hearts, they come alive. Welcome racers, welcome teams. This is PHG chasing dreams. Season 3, we hit the groove. Buckle up, it's time to move. Tarmac's hot like a blazing fire. Corners twist, taking us higher. Every lap a story unfolds. Legends born on tracks of gold. All the colors, flags in the air. Every racer brings their flair. From every garage, every town, this is where the champions crown.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, PHG in the lobby. Yeah. Lights flash, engines rise. Season 3 begins, and the world's watching with wide eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Drivers from all nations, every flag in flight. The grid is stacked heavy, competition's tight, but PHG rolls deep, steady nerve, sharp aim. Every corner carved clean, every lap pure flame. Built a squad from grit, no shortcuts, no favors. Earned every ounce of respect from rivals and haters. But when the pressure peaks and the storm grows greater, there's one name whispered: Shaggy the Rainmaker. Dark clouds roll whenever he takes the track. Rivals feel the thunder rumbling right up their backs. When that visor drops, whole lobby starts to quake. Cause Shaggy makes the rain fall heavier than heartbreak. Cause Shaggy makes the rain fall heavier than heartbreak. Yeah, hey. Moves unified, every driver locked in. Strategy like clockwork. Patience wearing thin, slipstreams tighten. The tires start to scream. This ain't luck, this is crap, this is PHG's team. Rain or shine, the grind stays endless. Every driver fearless, every line relentless. But when the sky goes black and the storms get great, everyone knows what's coming. The Rainmaker, Shaggy the Rainmaker. Bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legends shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make. Team PHG forever, destiny will take us. Every storm on track starts with Shaggy the Rain. The rain, your rain, make a way away. Make a way away, make a way away. The rain, the rain away. Make a way away, make a way away. Make a way away, yeah. Season 3, engines loud. PHG standing proud. And when the storm rolls in, you already know something that. You already know something that. You already know something that. Shaggy the Rainmaker. Bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legends shake.
Yo, lights out, engines roar. Season 3 PHG, we back for more. Tracks are set, combos tight. Shaggy laid it down. It's a racer's delight. Buckle up, teams, it's time to thrive. PHG World Series, we going live. We going live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final qualifying for the PHG World Series Season 3. We are here at the Green Hell, Nurburgring, running in Group 3 German cars for this one. I'm joined in the booth by two good friends of mine, my buddies T-Case and C-Dubs. T-Case, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, sir. Thank you.
Awesome. What about you, C-Dubs?
Lovely. I think I just told you guys I just ate too much, so the belly's full. But I guess that's good, unless I fall asleep on you guys, and that's not good. But looking forward to a jam-packed set of qualifying sessions tonight, and some of the aliens. Oh, we've got some aliens already here. It looks like.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Jorge, Moose, Banana, Josh. Yeah, God, all of them are very fast. Yeah. Don't worry, C-Dubs. If you fall asleep, I can mute you so we don't hear you snoring.
There you go. Yeah, if you start hearing snoring, just hit the mute button. Move it on.
All right, I saw Mr. Casual last night was able to... These outlaps are super long, so we can take a long, hard look at all these liveries if we want to.
For sure.
Excellent. I'm still making sure everyone's getting added here. A bunch of people weren't already on here. People showing up for the Nord.
For the first time for the last race?
I guess so.
Well, good.
Like
Shaggy's coming out in the first group here.
Yeah, he must not have qualified yesterday, though.
Ooh, I like the new Porsche. It drives so good.
A lot of people running it. And the Banana Ramomobile.
Nice.
Another default Porsche livery.
Come on,
wait a minute. No, I think that's an issue, because in the lobby it showed that he had a livery on.
Yeah. That means you're running low on storage.
Is that a clear the cache situation?
It sometimes is more than that. It's go back and delete replays, or even delete the game and re-download it.
Never had to delete the game and re-download, but I have gone back and...
Or uninstall. That's what I meant, uninstall, yeah.
I have gone back and, wiped out replays and stuff like that. I may need to do that.
But
yeah, I don't know how
a weird sign that it needs. It's like, oh, as soon as livery stops showing up, that means it's time.
All the rest probably right up your alley question. So I've noticed that in different alt accounts, it's different replays. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so does it somehow separate the memory it uses for each account, or how does that work, or do you know?
Yeah, I think each game has its own allocated storage in addition to the overall storage for the PS5.
So within GT7, if you have 3 different accounts, there'd be 3 separate areas for storage, I guess.
Right, they get their own allocated. I think they each have their own maximum.
Okay.
So you could have 3 accounts, one of which with nothing on it, and you could run out of space on another one if you just fill it up with too much stuff.
Gotcha.
That makes
Never
sense.
sure how that works.
Oh, what happened with the... Oh,
What?
never mind.
Yeah. What did just happen?
The spreadsheet looks weird.
It does. I don't know what's going on, so I'm
Oh.
just going to Control Z it. It was when I tried to filter by color.
Yeah, I was going to say that would usually be me screwing it up, but I don't have it open.
You have the filter just on the time category. You need to try to have the filter across all the columns.
Interesting. Yeah, this is how it was. Something isn't right.
Well, here, if you'll let me, I can modify the filters here.
Fix it! Sal to the rescue. Need to pull up your stream.
So Cole is saying in chat that the YouTube chat has always worked fine, and it was a joke that was started in Tyrannosaurus Rex's stream, and they ran with it. So
No, we were just on Papa's stream, and it was definitely affecting everybody.
Okay.
All right, there
Don't
we go.
lie to us. Thank
There we
you.
go, TK. So that should work now, I hope.
The Excel gods have smiled upon me. Yep. Took care of it. Man, yeah, an outlap like this, I guess mistakes aren't that big of a deal. Unless you... No. I mean...
You've got plenty of
the
time.
Penalty,
yeah,
the penalty. Unless you get a penalty after the penalty line. That's the only issue. But
Right,
which
or
is
leading
really
up to
hard
it.
to do. Yeah, that would stink. But yes, kind of hard to do. There's not many opportunities beyond the penalty line to mess up. But
Now-
now, I could do it.
I mean, Shaggy's got this so that you do get 2 hot laps. So
Okay.
if that happens, you will burn 1 hot lap, but then you'll be stuck with a one and done, basically. You know, the very last lap will be your one that counts.
Yeah, which is essentially what's going to happen for the race. Well, it depends on your strategy, but for the majority, the way they're going to run the race qualifying is they're going to end up with one good, the track is good, dry, you can push it hard lap.
Papa, thanks for the gifted membership. Appreciate that. Round of applause for Papa's House of Game, the proprietor of PHG, and the whole reason that we're all here running
right.
this league.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
And it went to Croatian. I mean, what better of a person to go to?
There we go.
Very nice. I always like it when it's people I know instead of random people you didn't even know subscribe to your channel. I mean, that's nice too, but it's more fun when it...
Right. The stars are aligning tonight, so.
There we go.
Yes, like TK
CW.
said in the chat, make sure to like and subscribe as long as you're here. I will be broadcasting the Saturday races for this league. TK's here will be broadcasting the Friday night races. Friday night races will be starting at 7 p.m. Central. Saturday afternoon, we'll be running splits 2 and 4 starting at 1 p.m. Central right here on this channel.
And Salamander, you'll be in the booth Friday night, correct?
I will. I'll be one of the
Awesome.
commentators, so I'm trying to pull out all the stops for the finals here. I know I missed the finals last season because I was unavailable, so I want to make sure I'm here for as much of the finals this season as I can.
Speaking
Friday
of missing...
night.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead. No.
I was just gonna say Friday night will be that'll be a fun one to commentate. I'm a little jealous, Sal, but I'm glad you're gonna be there. That's gonna be a good one.
I was going to say, speaking of the finals, this will be because McNaughty added an extra round for NRL after popular demand. I usually miss the final race because that's when the GT World Challenge is at Coda, and I go to that race and it interferes. And so this year, because of the extra race, I'm going to miss the 4th round before the finals. So I'm happy about that. It's always nice to be there at the end, see it through.
Right.
There you go.
All right, these guys have
I
started their hot laps.
A lot of BMWs in a mix between the sprint and endurance. I know some people say it doesn't matter, and other people will say it does. And Flux, yeah, you can't park there.
See what happens here. Oh, got into the grass.
He did not set that up. Yeah,
Nope.
he was in trouble from the first turn there.
And that, that's the thing that I think that's why really good drivers love this track, and while us mere mortals sometimes hate it, is because you make one mistake and that's 3-4 corners just ruined.
Oh, for sure. And the spread, right now I don't have a calculator in front of me, but the spread basically from first to last is somewhere around 12 seconds, something in that neighborhood. Well, let's say the majority, between 10 and 12 seconds, which seems like forever until you're talking about a 7-minute lap. So
Actually,
percentage-wise...
It looks like it's 20 seconds.
Is it 20? Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
631 to a 651. I mean, we've been seeing such tight qualifying, but the fact is, I mean, we say, hey, they're getting 2 hot laps, but at every other track, it's like 5, 6 hot laps. So
Yeah.
That's right. But even still, when you break down, the percentage of the time of this track, it's still tight. That's still tight. Uh-oh.
J-Dog.
J-Dog.
Do love the AMG.
And I popped in for just a minute last night after mine, but I feel like I run a pretty decent lap, and I'm still 12 seconds off the top dogs, and it's just like, where are they getting 12 seconds that I'm not? It's amazing what those guys are doing.
well, it's just there's so many corners. I mean, you got all these tracks where, you've got your straightaways where, everybody's just going flat out on the straightaways. There's not more time to lose. But here, there's time to gain and lose at every one of these, 100 and some corners. So, I mean, that's why there's so much time to be gained. I mean, you go to Daytona, it's fairly tight because there's 14 corners or something like that, not 100.
Yeah, and
Right,
you
and
also no, I lost what I was going to say, C-Dubs.
I'm sorry.
It
I'm
vanished.
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Just watching J-Dog here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there are 4 or 5 sections here where you're wide open through 5th and 6th gear. So yeah, to your point, there are a lot of turns and a lot of places to lose and make up time. But getting out of those turns, setting up for those long straights, you could easily lose a half second to a second just
True.
not getting out of that turn right because of the speed you're going to lose over the spread of that run, that straight. So
Right, but as long as you get that turn, if you just concentrate on just the ones leading to the straight,
right.
it's like, okay, well, there's a lot of time that you get to keep, but it's all the other turns, and there's so
For
much.
sure.
I mean, Nurburgring, the Nordschleife, is such a momentum track. Like you said, you can mess up one corner, and your next 2 or 3 or even more are all out of whack until you can finally have a long enough straight to kind of get back settled into the racing line. So,
Yeah.
And that's just
It-
it.
oh, Jorge reset back to the pit.
Jorge back to the pits. I was going to say that it is. There's so many corners, especially here in the Group 3 cars. His flux runs wide as well, but keeps it pointed in the right direction. These cars rely on downforce, and you have these corners that you're not quite sure, can I take this flat out or do I need to lift? And there's those little things, much like focusing on those corner exits. How much do you lose when there's those little kinks and you're just not quite confident enough to keep your foot down?
Yeah, and exactly. And for me, it's, I'm driving the BMW, and it can take, it's a lot more stable to me than the Porsche. But if you don't hit it perfect, it's not, right? So then it's how confident. You've got 2 opportunities. How confident are you that you're going to hit that apex perfectly to where you can keep that throttle mashed? I think most in this qualifying situation with 2 laps are going to say, okay, let me just back off a touch here just to make sure I'm planted. And I know I did. And there's 3/10 right there.
Wow. Yeah, so you can put in that banker, get in a lap where you don't make any mistakes, and then if you want to see what you can really do, give it a whirl, but know that you probably end up in the wall.
And that's exactly what happened to me and 2 others in my lobby last night. I put a banker down 642, which is good for me. No complaints. Certainly not going to be split one by any stretch, but I thought, okay, that's a good time. I'll push harder. And I was up probably midway through the track. I was up almost a second, I think 7/10 or a little more. And I was feeling good, and then just got a touch wide into the grass, spun the car right into the wall. So,
No, just a touch.
yeah. But hey, I put the one in the bank, had the opportunity and blew it, and that's okay.
I guess that's why they call it a banker. Honestly, I had no idea what a banker lap was. And somebody mentioned it on stream 2 years ago. Just put it a banker. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if it makes you feel better,
don't tell anybody.
This is the first I'm hearing of it, so I'm way behind you.
Okay, good. All right. So I informed you. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, you did.
So a banker. And it makes sense because you want to bank a lap. put it all together for everybody.
There
Shaggy
you go.
across the line. 638.458.
Now he lied to me. He swore to me he wasn't going to do better than a 639.
Very impressive. It looks like Banana,
Wow.
635. Holy smokes.
Nice. I'm expecting a good lap from Moose here shortly. Yeah, he's right on the bumper of Flux now. I mean, Flux had a couple of mistakes we saw.
Both across the line.
Well, Moose with a 638.
P2.
You weren't joking that Flux had some issues there.
So tough spot for Flux, right? Because he's got to push and get a good lap here, but he's also holding Moose up right now. So
Right.
that's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, when you're both on hot laps. I mean, it's one of those where if you can let them go at a spot where you're not going to lose much time. I mean, remember, slipstream's on. You know, it might
Sure.
pay to take one of those long straights and be like, let him by, get into his slipstream to get back up to speed. And that way you're not losing any time, you're not holding them up. In fact, you might gain a little time by having the slipstream.
Yeah. Ooh, J-Dog drifting it.
Yeah.
Getting that
Good
that
save.
big booty AMG swinging.
I almost went AMG. I'll be honest with you. I felt it was very stable. I went with the M6 because it is like, it's the most lenient for my driving style. It's like, oh, I screwed up. Oh, it's the M6. It saved me. It didn't send me careening into a wall. So that was my reason for that selection.
Oh, see, and
AMG 's
Moose is past Flux, so he got
Okay,
by him
there
at
we
some
go.
point. And he's not very far ahead, so he must have just got by him.
Well, and this could be good for Flux because I don't know about you guys. I like having a guy right in front of me that's fast.
Yep.
It just kind of helps you get through the track safely. So this is actually going to help Flux pull him along as long as Moose keeps his pace up.
Well, and Flux
You can
isn't
see-
a slow driver. I mean, he's
No,
quick.
not at all.
He just had a couple issues on that lap that brought Moose right into him. So it's just kind of a bad circumstance. But yeah, they may be
Sure.
able to, work together here.
They say racing's a selfish sport.
Usually.
It all depends on the driver. Now Moose is getting a little distance.
And has his hazards on. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Oh, that's right. Talon corrected me. There is no slipstream on in split qualifying.
Yep.
So never
Good
mind.
point. Which means also no dirty air, so
See, I didn't know that either, TK. I didn't know you didn't have dirty air if you didn't have. I mean, it makes sense to say it, but
yeah.
didn't know it.
There you go. Yeah, the slipstream is what causes the dirty air. I mean, this game's pretty advanced for still being considered not quite a true sim. As far as some of that stuff goes, weather, some of those physics with the dirty air, the slipstream, it's pretty impressive.
I would agree. It's obviously limited by its GPU, computing power, and I know a lot of this because I was ChatGPT and a lot learning. We were just talking about the fact that apparently TK's and I were the last two in the earth to know that the PSVR 2 is now, you can now use it for PC. PlayStation actually came out with its own adapter, but they sell aftermarket ones too. And so in Googling all that, I haven't hooked it up yet, but it was talking about how your PC games actually look better through the PSVR 2 because you're not handicapped with the GPU is obviously the bottleneck for the PS5. So I'll be curious to see, the PS6, what upgrades they do. You got to know they're going to improve CPU and GPU and RAM and all the things that make this stuff possible. So certainly looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be expensive. Very
Guaranteed.
expensive. But I imagine, the PS5's been around for a while now. I imagine the 6 kind of posts up for a good 5 years.
So, did Jorge start his? Has Jorge started his
Yes.
hot lap yet?
Yep.
He should have. Okay. So he's got this one opportunity, and you know he wants to push because I think Wid is at a 632.
Wait,
631.
631.
631. Okay. And I know Jorge wants to be up there.
He's 1 second purple already. So that's a 634 so far.
Yeah, and you can just if he's improving like that, I mean, by the end of the lap,
Right.
that's quite a few seconds. Half the field without a time, basically, or I guess more of a third.
Shaggy coming down the long stretch, headed to the finish. 30 seconds left. Which means time will probably run out just before he gets to, or actually, did he make it to the start finish and get another lap?
No,
I don't think he'll get a full lap. It'll probably be like, no.
Well, that's been the thing with the game, is it hasn't. Oh, Flux dropped out.
Oh no.
I don't know if
I
he
have his
lost
time
him.
recorded.
Okay.
Or if he's just frustrated. Because I mean, his time was a 7:02.221. So
Yeah, he was
there
up
we go.
18,
Good improvement.
18 seconds at one point.
Jaggy up to a 37.584. Almost a full
time.
second improvement. Oof, Moose is moving. Come on, Moose.
Push
Give it all you got.
Go.
36. Yeah, another 1.8 seconds. It's decent.
Very nice.
Let's see. Oh, Banana did not improve. Wow. Banana 1.5 100ths of his previous lap. So, consistency. And Josh jumps up with the 636.
Very
A 9-second improvement on his first run. So here comes Metal and J-Dog to the end. J-Dog improved by 17 seconds. So must have had an iffy first lap. But now we can watch Jorge. He's the only one left on a hot lap.
All eyes on Jorge. No pressure if you're listening, sir. He doesn't worry about pressure.
Under pressure.
You know, that's so funny. That's been a hot topic in my daughter's world here. Somebody was talking about Vanilla Ice and Under Pressure. I was like, oh yeah, that was a big lawsuit. And she's like, what's a lawsuit? And I was like, oh, sure.
Let's break it down here. This man took something and said, I'm going to add this.
So Jorge was just up. Well, he was 4 seconds purple, which would put him at a 631. Let's see,
he's dancing.
He's still got a bit of this track
yeah.
left to go, even.
Yeah, he's definitely got some areas where he can pick up another second.
4.6. That's a 631
wow.
flat.
Wow. Coming for you, Wid.
See if he could break below a 630.
Thought sure one of those guys would get into the 29s.
I mean, it's looking like it's about to happen.
He's still right there. He has picked up another 2/10.
Oh, so that would be in the 630s.
Yep, 30.8 is what he's looking at right now.
Well, and like we were talking about earlier, he's coming up to this long straight where, okay, he hits it right, but it's just one, you know. We'll see how much he gains off of that. I mean, eventually on that Mulsanne straight, or not, the Mulsanne straight is Le Mans.
Oh boy.
Le Mans?
It's somewhere.
But you
Ooh,
5.7. But you do eventually basically get to the top end, and then you're not gaining any more time. You're just at the top end of your car. The Dottinger straight. That's what this one's called. Thanks, Talon.
So Jorge's
Talon's
on
always
pace
got us.
for a 630 flat is what he's on pace to do.
Couple more corners to go.
There's that 10th he needed. Gonna get this right.
Yep, got to get this last section right, and hopefully we'll see a 29.9. That'd be awesome. That was a great way he took the apex there. Push,
So
push,
aggressive.
push. Go.
Using all the track.
29.9.
Woo! Wow. Oh, my.
Hope
That
everybody
was
else just
awesome.
jumped into the air.
Right? That's incredible. Saw our new P1.
Wow. There we go. All right, so Jorge P1 for not only this split, but for the overall qualifier thus far. The only person with a sub 630 with the 629.967. PHG Banana with the respectable 635.682. PHG Josh Moment in the Porsche with the 636.292. Moose right on his tail in the M6 with a 636.548. Shaggy in the Porsche with a 637.584. J-Dog in the Merc with a 642.784. Metal in the Porsche with a 649.291. And PHG Flux with a 702.221. I did see in Discord Flux is a little frustrated, so he dropped out of that one. But we know he's quick. This is a tough track. The Green Hell is a very tough track to get right.
We had 2.584s, which I thought was pretty crazy. A second off of each other. Exactly 1 second.
Kawinky dink.
Flux, you're fast. We all know it, man. You did not have to prove yourself to us here. This track just has a way of getting in your head. There's no way around it. And then Shaggy in chat. Bud, we had an agreement last night. So I always make the mistake of listening to the stream when I'm racing or I'm qualifying. I told myself like 2 weeks ago I was going to stop doing that. And last night, Shaggy was just, he was giving me some what for. And I was listening. I kind of laughed a little bit. And then I wrecked. So I blamed it on him. And he promised he wasn't going to do any better than a 30. He said, okay, I'm going to keep it to a 39. And then here he is busting out a 37. So
Liar!
Exactly.
Liar!
So what, we had 8 drivers qualify in that previous stint. We've got 8 in this one.
Wow.
So looking to be a busy night. No surprise. We had 25 drivers yesterday, and it's practically a
16
rule.
already?
It's practically a rule. We have more people on day 2. So I'm guessing between 30 and 40.
You gotta stay procrastinating.
Very nice. Very nice. We got another stacked lobby.
Now we're up
Yeah.
to 9.
You guys are no
We have
joke.
Mr.
I'm having trouble
KP in
keeping
here.
up.
We know KP can throw down a fast time. Papa running the Beetle along with B-Pabst. So
Yeah.
2 Beetles in this lobby. It looks like we are getting underway.
And I'm not familiar with the RIP Josh Benelli. Is that
Josh
a new...
Benelli, he's hangs out with the Beehive.
Okay.
Yeah.
A+ driver.
Yeah,
He
he's been
he
around.
hangs around. Josh Benelli.
I almost said with an A+, we're probably going to see a really good time. But then again, I've got an A+, so
means
squash that
nothing.
theory. It means nothing. That's right.
Gosh.
B-Pabst with the Beetle. Beast of the Green Hell. The Transformers Beetle.
Ooh, robots
Josh Benelli.
in disguise.
Benelli picked up that beautiful 3-second penalty coming out of pit lane like so many do.
Wow.
Wade
Good thing
with
it
the
don't matter.
FAF livery. Mr. KP Wilcox. Part of Q3. Seems to be running a similar livery on all of his cars. I like it. I like the consistency. And then Papa, the proprietor. Running a wood grain beetle.
I was going to say that's the wood panel beetle there, for sure.
I love the new Cheers Papa's logo that he's got on the back there. I loved Cheers back in the day.
I didn't discover Cheers till I was an adult, and I wish I had been watching it since I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. That was
Cheers and Golden Girls were two that I discovered as an adult, and I'm like, this is good television.
So, you know, we are a Shady Pines household. I mean, we both, my wife and I grew up on, I said Shady Pines. I ought to tell you something. Golden Girls right there, because we're always saying, you know, Shady Pines, Ma. Keep it up.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I used to watch Cheers as a kid. When I eventually got Netflix and learned, you know, binge watching, I watched, you know, every episode of Cheers, then immediately followed it up with watching every episode of Frasier. So that was fun.
Nice. I need to get into Frasier. I know I'll like it. I just never have.
It is good. And if you've seen the newer show, Man on the Inside on Netflix, it's got Ted Danson.
I love Man on the Inside.
That is so good.
One of my favorite shows.
It is so good. They came out the second season, just a couple months ago?
Yep, it was solid.
Yep.
College, I loved it. I loved it. So the creator of that is the same creator of The Office. Then he did Parks and Recreation. Then he did Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Then he did The Good Place. And then he did... I'm nerding out on TV right now, sorry. And then he did Man on the Inside. And if you watch them in order, which I've done plenty of times, it gets softer and softer. Like The Office is kind of jaded, and then Parks and Recreation, it gets a little more sweet, and it just gets sweeter and sweeter. And then The Good Place, it'll make you cry. And then you see Man on the Inside, and it's like the sweetest thing you've ever seen. It's fun to watch that human progress in his work and clearly become just a kinder person over time.
I will have to check that. I've never even heard of it. It's on Netflix, you say?
Yeah,
Man on the Inside. And a bunch of the people that are in it are all in those shows I was talking about. It's like a mix of the cast of all those shows, and then they put them in The Good Place.
That was one of the things I liked about. That's one of the things I liked about like The Big Bang Theory. They brought in so many characters from like Roseanne, like make appearances, or are characters on The Big Bang Theory.
That's interesting. I love that. I love that type of stuff. They did a crossover recently. Abbott Elementary is another one I really like. Takes place in Philadelphia. So they did a crossover episode, Abbott Elementary, which is like kind of a wholesome about an inner city school. And then they mix it with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which of course is raunchy, you know, TVMA. And they both did crossover episodes. So you can see it from the Abbott Elementary's perspective and that kind of television instead of premium cable, where then you go watch, and Josh Benelli almost loses it. What a save. But yeah, you can watch the It's Always Sunny version, which is a lot darker. It's funny.
Watch as he comes out of here, the back end just starts, he just side to side.
Whee!
Eventually gets it under control.
Slowpoke got a great view of that.
Yeah, and in that Porsche to save it, I mean, that's pretty amazing work right there. Now, we are, I'm a little concerned about these top three. They're bumper to bumper, getting close to the straight. I've got to believe they're going to spread out when they get close to getting on that straight. I hope.
Three of them together is way too tight for a track this big.
Way too tight.
The fourth is not too far behind them, so I'm sure KP would probably prefer to get around these guys and just have free air out in front of him, but you know, hey, that's two very fast guys in front of him. I'm not sure they're just gonna roll over and say go on by.
Yeah, I mean they're all on out laps, so it's not like anybody's on a hot lap and kind of has the right of way here, but they do need to spread out.
It'd make it entertaining if nothing else if they stay like this.
Just though all three have very similar times.
Wouldn't want to be in that predicament.
They're about to get to the point where they'll be able to
Yeah,
spread apart.
I I think the Beetle's going to get left behind here, yeah, once we hit the straight.
You know, and I kept hearing that. But in the practice lobbies, I mean, I don't remember what I was driving, and Papa was right behind me, and he was right there. He didn't leave me by any stretch. I mean, I
know
didn't
the
leave him.
M6 has good top end, so we'll see if it... But then again, the new Porsche, I think, also has some top end. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
a
little...
in the chat. Back off, guys.
A little more equally matched now, I think, in Group 3 than it's been in a while. I think there's more viable options.
And none of these guys are backing off, and there we go. Wade did.
Wade had some sense.
Aha.
Oh,
So
okay.
Cody
He
was
going
doing
into doing the pit, so he wants to stay up there. Okay. Now it all comes together. They're not crazy.
Well, maybe not from that, just that. So,
Yeah, we haven't determined that for sure, but
right.
Science.
Papa crossing the line onto his hot lap comes across right out. KP Wilcox is coming out of the pits right in front of Papa there. So Papa, just stay on him and go.
Yeah, I'm sure Papa isn't under any false beliefs that he's going to that KP's going to hold him up.
he's hoping KP's going to put on a clinic that he can just follow on his outlap.
You know, like I said, I like that.
I prefer it too. I like a ghost or somebody I can follow.
See, I like having a ghost. I don't like following another car. I've heard so many people say that they prefer it. I hate it. As soon as I get somebody in front of me, I spin out.
Well, for me, it's who's in front of me, right? Like, if I know that they're faster than me, which is the majority of this group, then I feel okay about it. It's like, okay, cool. I can just tuck in behind them and kind of mimic what they're doing.
I forget where to stop. And so, especially on a track like this where there's so many corners, it's like, please remind me when I need to slow down.
Yes.
See, that's just it. I know where to stop, but if I'm following somebody, like, I usually need to have my braking marker. Like, I'm watching it approach, and then I time it to hit it when it's there. And when I'm following somebody, especially if I'm too close, like, I don't see it. Like, if I'm braking at the 100 board, and all of a sudden I don't see it till it, exits their rear bumper, I miss it, and then I hit the back of them, and then I'm frustrated, and
yeah. I definitely don't want to be, like, on the bumper of somebody, but within a second...
That I can do.
I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't want to be right on somebody. No. Because, you can't see.
Yeah, I guess I should clarify. Yeah, you're right. Because, if they're a second, 2 seconds up, I'll follow to get some tips. But within, like, a quarter second, that's too close.
No, I agree. Yeah. When I said that, that's exactly right. I want to be at least 3/4 of a second behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I can see
set
what they're
my
doing.
ghost at, like, 0.35 or something like that ahead of me.
Yeah, I set mine at 0.5.
Nothing like that feeling of catching your ghost when you're trying to, get a really good time for a daily.
Well, and it's one of those, like I said,
front.
I've got mine set to 0.5. So it's like if I'm on my ghost, I know I'm a half second up.
Sure.
And if I'm ahead of my ghost, I might be a whole second up. Yeah.
You're killing it. That's right.
It's like that gap between B Pabst and FAF Wade is holding fairly steady. FAF Wade had backed off at the end of the outlap, and you could still see him back there. He hasn't caught up to Pabst, and Pabst hasn't lost him.
Yep. 2 Volkswagens. I mean, one's more expensive than the other. 2 Volkswagens running down the road.
Coming up on the carousel, probably the most famous part of the track.
It took me so long to figure it out, and then now I feel like I do it pretty well. Because it feels awkward at first.
It still feels awkward to me, and then, there's that danger zone. You want to come off of it quick, but not so much that you bounce and spin out, right? So
you
It was
turn
funny.
left and you're like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to still be turning.
Leaving tumbling earlier, there was a beetle in a parking lot that had the eyelashes on the headlights, and my daughter was like,
Oh,
"Who?
nice.
Why would anybody do that?" I was like, "Oh, that's a beetle thing.
Because it's
That's
awesome.
a Volkswagen." She's like, "A Volkswagen? A what?" I was like, "A Volkswagen."
Wolves.
We've got a friend that's a St. Louis Cardinal maniac. He's a super fan, and he had his beetle painted like a baseball.
That's awesome. Oh, God, it's going too deep. Unfortunate, but able to keep it in the right direction.
Just wasn't quite able to get it slowed down.
No, but the wall helped.
Now Josh Benelli in the pits. Oh, and then he said in chat. He said in chat, "Wow, been a while." So I'm guessing he was having some issues.
It has been a while. I haven't seen Josh in a hot minute.
Now, TK's, correct me if I'm wrong, but back here in P7 is a gentleman that I've not heard anybody say his name.
Shazam!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We weren't saying it correctly.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I was just on him to
we
see.
just cursed. We cursed him.
Sorry, Shazam.
I jumped off. Nobody else saw it.
Yeah, he just went a little wide. Now he didn't do the full on, spin into the wall. Just got a little wide.
No MDK. No MDK.
Yep, there we
just
go.
going too deep. But keeping it pointed. I mean,
Yep.
like we've talked about here, it's so easy to gain and lose time. As long as you stay pointed in the right direction, you're going to be in a better place than the person who has to do an Austin Powers turnaround.
Well, here we
Look
got
at how
two guys.
close
Yeah,
FAF.
really close together, but they're both FAF drivers, so you have to expect they will be giving each other respect and space.
This is going to be hard because they're both going to be pushing. It looks like Elsa's got a bit more speed, and there's going to have another lap left. They're not. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice, or they just got to trust each other and get it done together, I guess.
Perhaps getting ready to hit this first hot lap time. And it's a good one, too.
Not a bad way to start.
No doubt. In the Beetle.
FAF Wade right behind.
So Paps with the 636.3 and Wade with the 636.9.
KP's on his outlap. Papa with the 641.
And I think that's Papa's fastest time that he's ran. We were talking last night on the stream. And I think he said that a 645 had been his best time up until then. So somebody's been practicing today. Oh, you said he's got a stream going. So I think one of you guys said we were in his stream earlier. So yeah, he's had a lobby open practicing, but quite the improvement.
Indeed, Maverick jumping up to P5. Just behind Papa.
All right, I'm seeing in the chat people are saying that the audio's a little off. Once we're done with this this session, I'll put the stream on break and see if I can figure out what's going on with the audio. Saying the game audio is lagging the game video.
Sounds like they need to hit refresh, bro.
I'm actually trying to watch your stream now, so listen. Yeah, something's definitely off with it.
Lovely. Thanks.
Well, here, let's try this here.
Oh, you're on it. I think that fixed it.
Did it?
There we go. Sometimes you just need to plug and unplug.
Well, I reset the audio. I have it set to custom audio in the source, and I disabled it and turned it back on. All right. Thanks, you guys.
It looks like Drobo X4Q might have some people hopping in a little bit later this evening to put in a qualifying.
Excellent. The more the merrier.
So Wilcox, the only one not having set a time so far. We did lose Josh Benelli, unfortunately.
And Drobo, I think this will be his first race, if I'm not mistaken. He did qualify last night.
He did qualify, okay.
Yep.
Shows how much I know. Drobo, yes, with the 638.719, a member of PRA.
It looks like Slowpoke
Drobo.
Rods and Elzo are quite a bit apart, so I wonder if one of them may have backed out.
Perhaps had an issue.
Well, either had an issue or let the other by and just scrap the lap.
Drobo, I'm putting the room ID into the chat.
Yeah, you don't need the room ID, but it'll help you find it. KP Wilcox is 2.2 seconds purple. A little over, a bit over halfway through this lap. So he's looking at a 6:30, 33-ish.
That's a good time right there. That'll put him in between Oak and Stig Sander.
TK, so I think you got Pap's time wrong.
I think you're...
I don't think he did a minute 36.
Oh, I was like, I'm looking at the remaining numbers, not the first number.
That would be the most epic lap ever. I don't think you could do that in a Tomahawk.
There you go. He's still on top. Either way, he's still on top. And look at that, Wilco catching the back of Slowpoke Rods.
And they still have quite a bit to go. And with Slowpoke Rods being on a hot lap himself, like, isn't under any obligation to pull over. But I mean,
Can't
KP's
pull over any further. Oh, and he...
But he did.
Whether that was on purpose or not, he is no longer an issue. And the Twix mobile just misses the apex completely and opts to get out of the way instead of trying to save it. He could have kept going, but knew that he had a faster driver behind him. So very good sportsmanship from the FAF Slowpoke Rods.
Paps must have had an issue because he is now back in the pits.
Yep, he said 36, good enough. Catch y'all later.
But Wade about to get on to the Dottinger straight here. Stretch out the arms. Take a sip of something. Check your text messages. No, don't check your text messages. There's KP off in the distance.
Just a reminder to everybody, too, everybody did a great job in the first group there, but once we're done, don't just check back to the pits, or if you check back to the pits, just exit the lobby entirely, and that way we don't have to deal with the runoff.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it could be an awfully long runoff, huh?
Yeah, we had that last night a couple times, and yeah, if you just exit the lobby altogether, we'd still get your time and the results, so... Otherwise, we're sitting there for 6 or 7 minutes talking about nothing.
Wade across the line.
Almost a half-second improvement.
Very nice, Wade.
Here comes KP. Nice exit there. 6:32 flat. That is a nice time. That is P3 overall.
Where's Elzo going to be? Seems like Elzo was the one that won out there between him and his T-Pate Slowpoke Rods, but no improvement. Unfortunate. Where's the proprietor going to end up? Where is he?
Ooh, he must have had an issue. He was 17 seconds off, it said.
And nose to tail here between Slowpoke Rods and Maverick.
No, it's Shazam!
Shazam!
Oh, Shazam!
And they both had improvements.
Wow. That was a wild ride.
All right, TK, so you want to take us through the results?
Yeah, we got KP Wilcox with the 632.091 in the BMW Sprint. FAF's Wade in the 911 with a 336.506. FAF's Elzo also in the 911 with a 638.881. NBR's Maverick in the 911 with a 640.854. Then we have PHG Papa in the Beetle with a 641.102. And we have FAF Slowpoke Rods in the 911 with a 641.684. PHG's Jazam in the Endurance BMW with a 652.807. Then BPAPS in the Beetle with a 636.347, which isn't actually in 8th place because that bumps him well up the order into 2nd place of this qualifying.
But there, Papa, you got an example. There's at least 5 more seconds you can get out of that Beetle. All right, while we wait for the drivers to swap out, I'm going to step away for just a minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, we'll get in trouble without Sal here to keep us in line, TK.
I can still hear you.
He can still hear us. He can scold us later.
We do have a couple new ones coming into the lobby here. It looks like S7R Nuke and Cotton Ballistics. We'd love to see a few more. We sure like to see at least 4 or 5 in these lobbies, guys, if at all possible. If you're listening, you're thinking about qualifying, jump in here. Just makes the night go. Here we got one more coming in. Makes the night go better for Shaggy and doesn't keep him trying to run lobbies into 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So Mr. Old Man Pip, BHR Old Man Pip's in with us. So that's 3. We've got another one inbound. That's good. Bring them on. Jersey. And I'll tell you, I was watching Jersey in practice. Jersey's fast. I mean, he's always fast, but he's really fast here.
He's always fast. And he likes this track.
Yeah, and we got to pull for him because, he's a fellow commentator. So, I'm Team Jersey right now for sure.
For show.
For show.
Just making sure I got everybody's time recorded correctly. We shouldn't give this task to the dyslexic guy, but I do it.
Hey, in fairness, I did offer.
You
already had it up.
No, I had it up, and I can do it. It just there's something that happens with my brain going from looking from one screen to the other, and as soon as my eyes leave the screen I'm collecting data from and go to the screen I'm supposed to input data into, everything scrambles. So there's a lot of back and forth.
Sure. You got to carry the one, and then that didn't work. And so who else? Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy is in here. So we got Nuke, Jersey, Obad Pip, Cotton Ballistics, and Johnny Boy. That's 5. Shaggy's given the 5-minute warning here about 30 seconds ago. Looks like he is trying to, more or less doing this last night, trying to start on the half hour and just keep this thing rolling. So
Well, that helps for people to plan.
For
just
sure.
know whether to join or not.
Yep. Got another one inbound.
Mr. Casual.
Mr. C, I didn't expect that.
Mr. Casual. Another fellow commentator that we've got to pull for.
While we're waiting for this to start, just a quick tangent. The car I'm in that I'm not running here is the IRO car that we're going to be running in the IRO Gran Turismo Sprint Championship. Me and TKs are both part of that on sister teams. We have 2 teams that we're fielding for PHG. One is called Team Papa, and the other is called Team Susan. I am on Team Papa. TKs is on Team Susan. We've got matching liveries. We're going to be running the Porsche in that particular series. That's going to be kicking off here in March.
Yeah.
About a once a month race. They're 3-hour endurance races. where 2 drivers run 1.5-hour stints each. So I'm really excited to get that going. We got a lot of people on the 2 teams. We've got 10 drivers, many of which haven't done the endurance stuff yet.
I've never done it.
Me and Wicco or PHG Banana did it last season together. Rick Shear was on the team, but I don't think he actually raced in any of the races, but he is well aware of how it all works. But a lot of other newbies. We've got Raider, we've got Root, Josh Moment, Sheldologist, Slick. I mean, it's going to be a fun one to watch.
I'm
so
excited.
Be on the lookout for those live streams from those different drivers. Cheer them on while they represent PHG in the endurance series. I mean, it's actually called the Sprint Championship, but it really is endurance racing. But the actual Gran Turismo Endurance Championship one, though, is like 8-hour, 12-hour, and 24-hour races. So that's true endurance racing.
So these are the 2-hour stints, Sal? Is that what you guys are doing?
No, hour and a half stints.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. Okay. Now, Geezer Gears, we have not seen this season, I don't think, and he's in the lobby. Am I wrong about that? Have we seen Geezer Gears?
I don't think we
No,
have.
it's been a minute since we've seen good old Geezer Gears.
And did he change his name? Usually he had
He
spelled
spelled
out.
it differently, yeah. So he did slightly change it. That is our good friend Turtle Shell.
Yeah, I like the new capital G, capital Z. I dig it. Looks like got about a minute and a half before he'll kick this qualifying off. Oh, T-Case, I hate to ask, but been seeing a lot of 30s posted already in the 2 groups that have gone. Where does that put me now? I'm way down there. I know.
Where does it put you now? It puts you, I'll tell you here in just one moment. I'll have to be like Josh
something.
moment. Where are you, C-dubs? 29. P29.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yep.
Solidly into 3rd split with a whole lot of people left to come. Great.
Not too bad. You're assuming that everybody that comes in is going to be faster.
Well, I
That's
mean,
not
you
going
know,
to be the case.
I'm seeing about half of this, at least half, probably more like 70% of this lobby I've seen run faster than I, so it's okay. It's okay. I like Split 4. We have fun in Split 4. My homies. Jersey, there is no cutoff yet, but Split 1 cutoff, however. TK, are you there? Jersey would like to know.
The Truth Serum with a 634.335.
You said a what? Oh, 634?
Yeah, 0.335.
Gosh.
Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong. I haven't sorted because of colors. Hold on. Nope. 636.584 with Moose, a 636.584.
Okay, and I know somebody was saying yesterday, I'm trying to remember who it was, thought 635 was going to be the magic number for Split 1. May have been checked.
It could be. It could be. We'll see. We got fast people in here.
Jersey, I saw you running 36-37 4 days ago, and I know you've put in another 80 laps since then. So I gotta believe you're a 33-34 at this point.
You can do it, Jersey. I believe in you.
Exactly.
I believe in you, Peter.
So Teslam, you're calling 35-9 as the Split 1 cutoff by the end of the night? Is that what you're saying? And maybe it was Tezin saying 35. Maybe it was Tezin.
Yeah, he said 35.9 right here. So, hey, way to go, Talon. I know I can count on you, man. That was a Hook reference. One of my favorite Robin Williams films.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
That's when I watch every maybe 5 years. I'll end up watching it at some point.
I think I've only ever actually watched it once, but I saw it in the theater, if that tells you anything.
There you go. So yeah, I was the perfect age for it when it came out. And so I like grew up. It was like one of my favorite movies to watch as a kid. Jersey and the Cheetos Mobile. Looking crunchy.
Now, I was going to make a reference to how old you were until I remembered I'm like 6 months older than you. And somebody's popping in just a touch late, Mr. Cole.
Mr. Cat. Oh, of course he's in a Hot Wheels mobile, but usually it's red and blue, and now we're in this classic black and gold.
That one's
very
crazy.
classy. I like that. That's a beautiful.
Got
That's
a
like
number
high
of-
dollar.
We've got a number of drivers waiting a long time to go out. So these guys are spacing out. Take notes, people. This is how you space out for qualifying. Right here. Like 20 seconds, 30 seconds between. This is how it's done.
Yep, because there's more than enough time to get that second hot lap.
Although, Nuke, you do have to get going at some point.
Right.
I am fairly confident we will reach our 56 drivers and we'll have eliminations, so you can't just show up and sit there. Now he's out on the track. I wanted to get a look at this livery. The Sector 7 racing guys always put together such nice, clean liveries.
Mm-hmm.
Classy.
Hunt Ballistic leading the charge. The longest outlap of all time.
Well, the only longer ones is if they're running like the endurance course, where you use sort of part of the GP circuit. But other than that, oh, and we had Mustang Chuck join us in the booth. How you doing, Chuck?
Yes, I'm doing all right. Just got done with my run at Nations, and I grabbed a beer and beat up here to hang out with y'all.
Right on. How'd Nations go?
It went pretty well, actually. I qualified P2 and finished P5, so I'm actually I'm happy to see finally some positive results on my end. Wish I could have caught on to at least a podium. I was fighting it out for a guy for P4 towards the closing laps of the race, but that last chicane, I went around the outside to him and just cooked it in a little too hard and got sideways. I wrecked myself basically, but I held on to the P5. Did a little bit of a not a reverse trap, but a different thing. You know, even though I went P2, I decided to stay on mediums and went out the whole 15 on mediums. Came in for 3 laps on hards and finished on softs because I didn't want to be caught up in nothing, and it seems to have worked out relatively well for me. So,
awesome, good job.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. How we doing? What's the latest here with quali?
They're driving in a kind of a big circle with some little turns intermittently.
Some might call it a ring.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
Maybe it's around a certain town, and maybe they'll name the town before calling it the ring, right? So it's to signify it's a ring around the town. Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. I don't know why anybody would do that.
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, I'm just spitballing.
You took it too far. That's ridiculous.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Truth is stranger than fiction, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, we had one driver break the 6-minute 30 barrier. Any guesses on who that might have been?
Who's qualifying today? I didn't see.
He's not a junior,
Jorge.
that's for sure.
Yeah, Jorge. I was about to say Jorge. That's is no surprise.
We were talking there, Johnny Boy. Saw a number of drivers going wide here through this corner, and Johnny Boy, oh, he touched the curb. Touched the curb, it sent him into the wall.
And that's that, you know, do I keep it pinned? Do I lift? Do I, you know?
Right, that's one of
so
those
hard.
corners that we were talking about earlier. I usually chicken out and lift a little bit through it.
Mm-hmm. Even if you don't need to.
Right.
Because it's better than ending up in the wall.
It's one of those where if you put in your banker lap and it's a respectable time, you can go, you know, full send on the next one. Be like, I'm just going to do it. And if I crash, well, I got a good lap already.
Indeed.
Cotton Ballistics heading down the Dottinger Straight. I'm going to make sure to call it by name for the rest of the stream now that I know what it is.
Now that you remembered, I remember.
I didn't really remember.
I remember, don't worry.
Or
did you look it up?
No, chat told me. So Talon and Josh both were like,
right.
It's the Dottinger Straight. Get it right.
Moron.
All right. Well.
You call the straight by its right name. That's what was it? The other guy's reference. It's Christina. It's the Dottinger Straight.
Cotton Ballistics setting a 642. Oh, this is still outlaps. Duh.
Yeah. So yeah, we're still outlapping it. Like I said, the longest outlap minus doing the other layout.
Have any of you run the new reverse layout that they put in?
No.
They put in a reverse layout for this thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
it's
it
like
is only
a mission or something.
No, it's only available in the time trial. Just like the tourist layout is also. So there's two Nurburgring layouts, or two Nurburgring layouts that are only available as time trial. One is the tourist one, where you join the track not at the start-finish line, but where like a tourist that actually runs the track. It's along the Dottinger Straight is where you start and end. And then they have a reverse layout where you run the Nordschleife in reverse. I have yet to do it.
That sounds like suicide.
It does.
Mr. Casual, one of the few drivers to do the pit stop strategy. But we saw it work out.
It's one of those you got to be confident that you can make the one and done work and not go off track.
Right. I guess that's why I really shy away from this track myself, is because I pride myself on kind of trying to figure out and know every single inch of the track and different corners and all that. And the nature of this track is just so intimidating, and I can't, well, I'm not going to say I can't. I can, but it seems like it could be a very hard thing to do here.
Yeah, figure it out, and
Yeah, eventually I will, when I absolutely have to.
When you're so bored and you've completed the whole game in all of its entirety.
Correct. You're correct, sir.
You know what's weird is I actually went looking at my progress today, and it said that I had 6 tracks that I hadn't gotten the bronze circuit experience on yet. And I was like, wait a minute, I only have 1 track that I haven't gotten at least a bronze circuit experience on. So there's something goofy with the stats.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has run into that. Because I haven't done
Did they not add something?
Well, I haven't done the new Sardegna one, but that's the only one that I haven't gotten a medal on yet. I've got, I think, 3 tracks that I haven't gotten gold on, but I've gotten bronze on them. So I don't know. It was off by 6. I don't know if that means there's 6 new circuit experiences coming.
Yeah.
And they just messed it up.
Something's definitely off, because when I got done with my Nations run, I went to go and save my replay like I usually do to upload it, and it kicked me out. It was just like, hey, what? You know, I don't know if the timer just was super short. I obviously got it on stream and I saved the gameplay, but I don't know. I just thought that was kind of strange. Like normally I have plenty of time to go down and say, okay, I'm saving my replay, but it didn't, like, in the process of it, all of a sudden, boop.
Yeah. So maybe the servers got overloaded.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps.
Yeah, Talon in the chat. The new St. Croix one I haven't done. I have done the CGV and the Yas Marinas one. I did those right away when they came out. I actually went through and checked every track. I'm like, did they add some that I just don't know about? There wasn't, so it's some kind of data error.
Ballistic still making his way round.
Got about a quarter of the track left to go before we get our first hot laps banked in.
3 hours later. Runs down and here, and then into a right-hander by the campsites, or one of the various campsites.
I always find it interesting when you run here and they've got the actual campsites, like fires going.
Yeah,
and there's like smoke
with
out
smoke
over the
and
track.
stuff.
That always looks cool.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, Polyphony did. Still, that's one thing they do get right, is attention to detail in a lot of things.
A lot of things graphically, at
the
least.
car models. Yeah, graphically, yes. Which, that's one thing we cannot fault them on.
No, it's the best looking racing game.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't it Gran Turismo 3 is when everything started to look realistic, wasn't it? Like 1 and 2
Something
were
like that.
very pixelated, arcadey, but I think it was 3 where it was like, oh my god, these look like real cars. And it progressively
Yeah,
keeps
yeah.
getting better.
Yeah, that
You
was
know-
around. I guess that was PS2, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
sounds-
when
sounds about
that's
right.
when things. That's when things went from 64-bit to whatever.
128.
Yeah, that's when the GameCube, the PS2, and the Xbox. That's when stuff got real.
Mm-hmm.
Easier through the mini carousel. You know, the actual carousel I seem to have down. Like, it's not a problem, but that mini carousel catches me on the exit to it quite often.
Yeah.
Like, that one's harder
Don
than the
Beavis,
main carousel.
Don Beavis down in the chat says you can also hear music playing by the campsites. That's very interesting. I did not know that.
Oh, I haven't noticed that. Probably depends on what camera you're using.
Yeah, and like if you stop right next to it or something like that.
632 for Cotton Ballistics.
Whoa!
That's P4 overall. Wow.
Time.
That's the way to put in a banker right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody has entered the chat. Or not the chat. But that was a statement
lobby.
lap for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
650 for Geezer Gears. Old man Pip coming to the line. The 644. Here comes fellow commentator Jersey. Looking like a good time.
Easy.
639, 640.
Good time.
Mr. Cut, excuse me, on the outlap, because he opted to pit.
Good call. Johnny Boy coming down the Donninger Straight along with Nuke. Everybody well spaced out.
Mm-hmm. They really
Oh, yeah.
took their time at the start of this session.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that's very important for anybody out there watching who might be wanting to get into competitive online racing is leave, especially for league events or for Nations or Manufacturers Cup or any kind of officially sanctioned points races that PD might put on, is make sure you leave space. Don't just go running out on the track as soon as you get the opportunity to qualify. Sit there, wait for a few seconds, compose yourself, and let people go in front of you and get plenty of space so you got a nice clean track in front of you. It's vital.
Johnny Boy with the 648 and Nuke with the 640, just ahead of Jersey. A big gap between Cotton Ballistics and Nuke. Cotton Ballistics really setting the bar for this particular lobby.
Yeah. And he's a good 7 seconds there ahead of everybody else.
He's down a little over a tenth, which halfway around this track, 1/10 is no time at all.
Oh, Cotton Ballistics looks like he got a little squirrely. I don't know if that was net code. I don't think I ever would want to race this track in real life because of how treacherous it is. But my lord, is that not some very pretty scenery to drive through?
It's purple. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love the fact that they open it up to the public. That you can just, pay a fee and go drive around in whatever car you have. Whether you have a Porsche or whether you got a minivan. You can just take a stroll around if you want. That'd be cool.
Don't sleep on the minivan. Top Gear did a whole bit about that. Actually, I don't think it was a minivan. I think it was a full-size van.
It was a full Sprinter. That's the queen of the Nordschleife for setting that time.
Oh yeah. That is only the queen.
Sabine.
Yep. Rest in
Sabine.
peace.
All right, guys, I had to step away for just a minute, but Chuck, good to have you in here. And with you being here, guys, I'm going to sneak on out and go watch this from the comfort of my recliner.
All right, C-Dubs.
Thanks for stopping in early, C-Dubs. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yep. You guys have a good evening.
You too, buddy.
Let's see. We got, it's Geezer Gears. It's the second one.
This 911 showing to be a very popular car.
Yep.
Yeah, I really do like the new 911 as it came out because that was my gripe when I was making my attempt with Nations. Is that it's a previous rendition. It's a good car. I'm not knocking it by any means, but it just didn't have the top end that I tend to like. I just couldn't squeeze the speed out of it that I wanted. But we'll have to see as the year progresses and see if this newer 911 has better top end. It feels like it does.
Yeah, it does.
As the year progresses, does it?
It does. It's got more grip. I mean, the previous 911 had some decent grip too, but this one you seem to be able to just hammer coming out of the corner, and it just stays planted. It does have a little bit of understeer. But yeah, it seems to have more top end than before. It's just a more stable platform. I mean, it is a newer car, so it would make sense that it's more advanced.
Right, and with it being more stable, that makes total sense because the previous 911 was a mid-engined car, the race car, but this is actually a rear engine. So that's the reason why it's so planted in those turns, is because the engine's all the way back there. I'll just have to play with it. Like I said, I've been looking at this new Porsche, been looking at maybe playing with AMG and maybe going with my namesake with Ford. So we'll have to see as the year progresses.
Yeah, we were talking earlier that me and TK are running in that IRO Sector 7 collaboration Gran Turismo Sprint Championship, and we'll be running the 911 on sister teams in that one. I think we all agreed that seemed to be the fastest for all of us. Last season in IRO, we started out running in the older Porsche, and it was a good car. Our team wasn't quite able to get a good handle on it, but the team that was leading our splits was also running in the Porsche and certainly had much better pace. So that the older Porsche has the pace. It seems to be an easy car to drive, but a hard one to get really fast lap times in, but it's capable of it. You just have to run it right.
Right.
Old
Screaming
man
down
Pip
the
and
Doniger
Geezer
Straight.
gears, yeah, catching up to each other.
Oh man, Tuzzum
Cotton,
on the ball in the chat saying that Cotton Ballistics was so fast he's getting another hot lap.
wow.
Good. Gandhi.
Because his lap was not an improvement, so he wants to improve. He's going to have to do it now.
Here we go with Geezer
and
Gears and Old Man Pip. Old Man Pip with an improvement. He had an improvement by over 2 seconds.
Yeah, that was a very nice improvement. 42.442. And
Mr.
Jersey
Casual
also
coming to
made
the
a good
line.
improvement.
This is Mr. Casual's one and done. So let's see what he ends up with. Looking like a decent time. It's going to be well under a 640. 636. Puts him
Very
in
nice.
P2 in this split. Let's see, we got what? Johnny Boy and Nuke are going to finish this one out, and then we'll ride along with Cotton as he gets the extra lap in. Johnny Boy up 2 seconds on their personal best. Looking at a possible 646. And Nuke with a 638. 1.2 seconds improvement. Nice.
I do believe Cotton was up on his time as well.
It looks like his last lap was only 0.3 off of his first hot lap. But he was at one point. We saw him up a quarter second. So, he's down 8 seconds now. So it's looking like this may be a pointless lap.
But still topping the times of his qualifying session.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at his
Puts
fuel
him, I
now.
mean-
At this point, he's got like low fuel. I don't know if he'd
Yeah, I don't
actually
know that
make
he
it,
makes
even if
it.
he could run the whole thing.
I don't know that he thought he was going to make it this far.
But I mean, you can also look at it like it's a little bit more extra practice on how the car might handle, after, with this much fuel and with this much tire wear when the race actually happens. So
True. Or you could just open a practice lobby.
right. I think he's just trying to flex on us right now. That's what I think he's doing. It's like, I'm just doing this extra lap because I can.
Funny thing is, if he gets to the end and runs out of fuel, we have to sit here and wait for it to finish. Or there's 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go.
Right.
But since Shaggy's not starting each one till the half hour, we have almost 5 minutes anyway, so.
Yeah.
Whoa! A little squirrely.
Oh.
Coming out of the carousel. That was tricky. But while we're watching this, I'll remind everybody who's watching here to please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of these broadcasts. We're going to be doing a lot more of them in the future even, both for this league and other leagues, along with my own Joker series that I also run.
Yes, that's very unique. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your Joker series, Sal, while we got everybody talking or listening to us?
Sure. Yeah, so the Joker series, it's something I run once a month. We go a little outside the bounds of the normal GT7 rules. We have drivers running Joker laps, which if you're familiar with Rallycross, where that started, a Joker lap is a given lap where you have to run a little bit of extra track that you don't run normally. So there's a number of tracks. I think I've identified 14 different tracks that have that as a possibility. Like, for example, last month we just did the Le Mans no chicane layout, where they had to run 2 Joker laps, one for each of the chicanes in the chicane layout. So we've done the same thing at Daytona, where we run the Daytona Tri-Oval, and you have to take the Le Mans chicane or bus stop as your Joker lap. It's a lot of fun. It's different from what we normally do. There's, an added rule set that we have to enforce, outside the game, since the game doesn't enforce those things. But it's been a lot of fun. We're still looking for more drivers to show up. So far, everybody that's done it seems to enjoy it. T-Case has been able to commentate a number of them, and probably has a unique perspective on it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things to mention is, after it got started, it got sponsored by one of our sponsors here at the PHG World Series, 4D Racewear. So the last 3 or 4 races, the top 3 drivers of the prize split have gotten prizes for 4D Racewear, which I think has brought more drivers to it. But as someone who has driven in it, I participated in the Interlagos event. Didn't go very well, but I still had fun. It's really cool. It's a great concept. It's a fun evening of racing, and we run multiple races and then, have that prize split. So pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and actually, now that we are in the round 7, the final round at the PHG World Series, as TK's alluded to, 4D Racewear is a sponsor of this series as well, and the top 3 drivers in points will be getting some free 4D Racewear. So if you want to see what those drivers are going to end up with, go to 4dracewear.com. Check out their merchandise. They've got good stuff. I've got a set of their shoes, a set of their gloves. They've got good, high-quality materials. The owner is a sim racer. He primarily does iRacing, but is familiar with the GT7 universe as well. So all the products they design with sim racing in mind. It's not like they design stuff for regular racing and karting and kind of have sim racing on the side. Sim racing is their focus, so it's made for that. They've also got jerseys, hats, stuff like that. I've got a pair of their jerseys that they made for me. They're breathable, light, good quality stuff. Can't say enough about them. Thanks to Jim, the owner of 4D Racewear, for his sponsorship of both the Joker Series and the PHG World Series. If you do go order anything from 4D Racewear, you can use either code Salamander10X or Papa10X to get 10% off of your order.
If we use both, does that mean we get 20% off?
Is that how it works?
I don't think that's how it works.
I remember at a young age, my mom explaining that you can't combine like the fine print, like this promotion can't be combined with another promotion. Because I was like, I'd gathered up all these coupons, and she's like, you can't use all those to get that toy you want. It's not gonna work.
It's free. Look, it's free.
But Jixer in the chat asking about the Joker
Lordy.
Series races. If you click on the link that's pinned in the chat here, that'll take you to the PHG World Series Season 3 page. The Joker Series page is also on the papashouseofgame.com website. Just go to the events menu at the top, and you can look at information for both the PHG World Series, for the Joker Series, and you can also check out the information on past PHG World Series seasons as well. All good stuff. The next Joker Series race does happen to be on March 27th, about a month away, and we're actually going to be at the Catalunya Rallycross. That's going to be a fun one.
That is, because that one you get to go deep.
I thought I saw somebody saying in the chat that apparently Yas Marina has a rallycross layout too. I was
Well,
unaware
not
of
in
this.
the
I don't know if
game.
they did.
But in real life, yes.
It has a rallycross section that you can get to in the game.
Ah.
So there's at Yas Marinas you go through turn 1, and then you kind of go, and then turn 2, and then you go through that long kind of turn 3. That's the right-hander. And as you get to the end of that, if you veer off to the left, there's like a chicane there. But if you don't go to the chicane, you veer farther left and go past the wall. Then, as you turn to the right, there's a dirt road that'll take you back to the track. So, now, that one aside, there are 3 other legitimate Joker Series or Joker Lap options at Yas Marinas. And if we want to use that dirt road portion, I guess there's technically 4. So, I will be adding that to the Joker Series schedule at some point. But I'm not sure what month we'll be running that one. Looks like we got
another fun series.
No, go ahead.
Another fun series. So we kind of figured out that we were bringing it back yesterday during my lobbies because Brixby, unfortunately, has some carpal tunnel issues that's making it hard for him to race, and he's missing being a part of that GT7 community. So we talked yesterday and a little bit today. We're going to bring back his Beehive Cup NASCAR Fridays, which is a lot of fun. He turns off all the track limits. Boost and slip are turned up, and you run long stints with pitch strategies, but NASCAR style. So yeah, you can run wide, you can do stuff. But then if you crash, a yellow gets called, a caution gets called. Everybody has to bunch back up at 60 miles an hour, and then you go green again. So no matter how many times you mess up, you're still in the race. And I've participated in it as a driver. It's probably my favorite thing to race in, but he needed some help on the production side. So we're bringing that back. So next Friday, the 6th, we'll be bringing back the Beehive Cup NASCAR series on Gran Turismo.
There's so many good, just whether it be leagues, different series, that go on in the community. Definitely if you go to the website that's pinned in the chat, you'll find the link to the Papa's House of Game Discord. Within that Discord, you can find all sorts of information on lots of other leagues and events going on. There's always something happening. I should mention we're watching Left to Pass You from VIP. VIP is going to be starting a VIP racing league later on this summer, which we'll be running, spoiler alert, we'll be running broadcast for them. Me, TKs, and some others. So definitely stay tuned in for that. They've got a pretty exciting team-based league coming up for theirs. NRL is starting up in, 2 weeks? Which is probably the gold standard.
Right around the corner.
That's kind of the gold standard when it comes to league racing here in GT7, at least on the US side. But yeah, and then I believe Shaggy's planning on PHG World Series Season 4 right after NRL ends. So, I mean, there's always good stuff out there. You just got to find the community that fits with you. We're proud of what we do here at PHG. Hope you guys stick around to both watch and race with us.
Oh, yes. And we definitely have a few other things that are we're working on out in the wings. So make sure you stay tuned, because we on the PHG side have some more fun stuff planned that we're going to be ironing out over the next couple months.
Well, one of those things is something you're very involved with, Chuck, and that's we had such a successful charity event for St. Jude's this past year. And I know you're a big part of the lead of our charity.
Right, and that's
so I know you've been working hard trying to get something in the works, right?
Right, yeah, it's that's definitely something that's on my radar. We've been discussing it kind of offline, talking about what charities we want to go with next. I don't want to reveal anything just yet, but it's kind of one of those things we're waiting until, obviously we're all busy. You know, those of us competing and commentating for for the PHG World Series are very, very busy doing that. And then you've got the people competing in it, myself doing nations and all that. People are very, very busy right now. We're just waiting until things kind of calm down until we can get together and determine who we next want to benefit. So I don't want to, you guys have obviously been privy to the chat, but I don't want to let our fans in just yet to into what exactly, who exactly we're going to choose as a benefit.
Right. But to know that we had a really good one, and it was a full day of racing, and it was all kinds of races. And just know that once we do it, it's going to be so much fun. There will at least be one race for you. I participated in a race. I also commentated for some of it. Like it's going to be a good day of racing.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't just racing too. We had a car show,
right?
You know,
two car shows.
That's right.
I participated in one.
Right. You know, you design your own livery on the vehicle, and then you put up a poll, and they vote on who won that round or whatever. I was at work the whole time, but I was kind of dropping into the broadcaster chat with some information from time to time and doing some voting myself. And it was, even though I was at work, that was a fun stream to watch and to help out with, even on the third party,
Yeah, so once again, if you visit the link that's pinned in the chat, the papashouseofgame.com website, again, up at the top, we do have an events section. We do have a link to the St. Jude stuff that went on there. You can always check that out to see how that went last time. Like the guys have said, it was an awful lot of fun. We do have a link to the replay there where you can watch the races and all the other stuff that went on for that. And stay tuned for when we if you're the giving type, stay tuned on the website to see when we do the next one.
Yeah, every little bit helps. I mean, heck, how much did we all raise? Do you guys happen to remember off the top of your head?
It was $2,700.
Yeah,
$2,700 for
St. Jude's.
St. Jude. Yeah, it's definitely it's a good feeling when you get to help out those less fortunate than yourself and those in need.
All right, so drivers are starting their hot laps now. Left to pass you, we know, is a quick driver.
Yeah, VIP says they don't exclude people from their team. It just so happens to be that everybody on their team is super quick. So I don't know if I believe them, or maybe they're just like, everybody's like, I'm not gonna try to be on this team unless I know I'm fast.
Yeah, I mean, Cyrus Nicky, I believe, is the proprietor of that team, and we've seen him in NRL. He is a quick driver, and he certainly attracts other quick drivers. So fun team to be involved in. A bunch of good guys.
Season 5, the rivalry, but great sportsmanship, and like they even practiced together between Parquet and Cyrus Nicky. Was they did like 10 laps wheel to wheel in the go-karts at the Suzuka short layout, and it was like the most insane driving I've ever seen. It was so good.
Yeah, I remember
Parquet, I was going to say, Parquet, is that any reference or any relation to parkour?
No, Parquet is different from parkour.
Parkour.
When Andy jumps into the empty refrigerator box, that's the best. That's the best. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Parkour.
What league were you talking about, Sal?
I was going to say, I raced in NRL Season 5. And I remember joining a number of different practice lobbies with Cyrus Nicky and DeCrawler and some of the other guys from VIP. And I remember joining the lobby, and at the time, I didn't know who they were. And I thought I was decent, so I'm like, oh, okay, I should be able to show these guys something. And they showed me something. So very quickly, I learned that they were
quick.
quicker than I was. I'm like, oh, okay. Papa asking in the chat if we've got more qualifying sessions coming up. We do. We've got a whole another hour left to go before we're done. So there should be 2 more qualifying sessions. Let's see. How many drivers with these guys on track? We are at, this will be 53 drivers. So with 2 more sessions to go, it is very likely that we will be hitting elimination. So for those of you waiting to the last minute, I hope we don't have full lobbies that people would get excluded simply because we don't have room. Definitely join in the next one if you can. One that'll be starting at 9 o'clock Central.
Because we won't be... So we won't feel sorry for you when it happens, because we'll know you waited till the last minute, and we told you so. So,
well, as a fellow procrastinator, I will feel sorry for you, but I will secretly be mocking you at the same time.
There we go. There we go. Well said. Well said. I am the worst procrastinator. I read a whole article about procrastination and anxiety and how they're linked. It was very insightful.
I saw that article, and I was
makes sense.
I was going to read it, but then I didn't.
But then you didn't. Exactly.
I might actually be interested in reading that myself. I've been known to procrastinate from time to time.
Yeah.
If you don't
No,
mind, in case if you find it, shoot it to me in a text or like in Discord or something.
I will if I do. I will. Yeah, it was basically, it makes sense. Like, it was pretty, like, when you think about it, it's pretty logical. A lot of the reason why we don't do stuff is because subconsciously we're anxious. Like, either we don't want another problem to come up. Like, if I do this, then what's going to happen after I do it? Is there going to be another issue to do? Like, if you're putting off fixing something around the house, or there's a bunch of varieties, but it made a lot of sense, and I was like, yep, that aligns with exactly how I feel.
See, I think I'm just lazy. I've got so many things. It's like I keep looking at, like, I need to do this, but I just don't feel like doing it now. Although I think a lot of it is just stuff I just don't want to deal with. Yeah, and I know darn well it's not going to go away, but like, well, I just don't feel like it.
Nonsense. If you let it sit, it will eventually go away. Even though I know that's not true.
I was telling my friend, like, I dropped, like, you know how the plastic bags from the grocery store sometimes have those little nibs that that, like, for where they slide into the their holders.
Yep.
Right. And 2 of those had fallen onto the floor in my kitchen. And I kid you not, they sat there for over a month. I saw them 10 times a day, and I looked down and I go, I should pick those up, and then walked away.
Not
and then
today.
The other day I was like, you're gonna pick those up. Go get them. And that was the only thing I did that day. Was pick up those 2 pieces of plastic. Oh Lord.
I find it funny that you treated yourself. You treated yourself like a puppy and, like, rubbed your nose in it. Take care of this.
I think of Modern Family. The dad, Phil, he's always running up and down the steps, and they have a broken step that causes them to trip. And he goes, fix that step, and then keeps running. It's like every episode he trips on the step and goes, fix that step.
That sounds like my life.
I saw Turbo in the lobby.
Yeah, right? I saw him join.
And then anytime the wife trips over it, she goes, Phil! You're like, classic.
Nothing beats old sitcoms.
Well, Modern Family isn't even that old.
I'm kind of excited for the new...
Well, if you go back to the beginning of it, it is.
I kind of am excited for, I think it actually drops tonight, the new season of Scrubs.
That's still going on?
Oh, I heard about that. I never got into Scrubs, but I like everybody. They brought it back.
Yeah.
They brought it back.
Yeah.
The past year,
yeah, they brought it back.
640.
But, yeah, like, most of the cast are coming back, too, to include one of my favorite characters, Dr. Cox. I love Dr. Cox. He's freaking hilarious.
He's so funny.
I love that guy. So
yeah, I never got into Scrubs, but I like everybody in it, so I have no reason not to like it other than I just didn't watch it. I think I was just slightly too young, and the people older than me that influenced it didn't watch it. So
Fair enough. Give it a
was
shot
like,
if you ever
okay.
get a chance. It's
Yeah.
very, very entertaining. There's, it does a good balance of episodes that make you think and episodes that make you laugh, episodes that make you sad. It's a very good series. Give it a shot if you ever get a chance.
All right, so Better Dan,
Show.
currently our leader in this split, running the Roxy Mobile. Those of you familiar with IMSA, both Rexy and Roxy. You don't see the pink Porsche as often as the green Porsche.
No. Well, and now that Iron Dames are done, which I'm very sad about. I'm a big Iron Dames fan, but they finally, after I think a good 5 years of running both IMSA and WEC, finally ran out of money to keep the team going. But they ran in both IMSA and WEC.
Are they out of both IMSA and WEC or just one?
Both.
They're out of both. Yeah, the team
that's
the
sad
team
to
is
hear.
no longer. But they ran the Porsche for a while. They ran the Ferrari, they ran the Lamborghini, and they ran the Porsche, and have been super competitive. But they most recently were in the Porsche, and they always ran a pink Porsche. So now that they're not going to be, the title pink car on track, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the pink one from the other team.
Well, and they have the Roxy Porsche available as a Lego, which I really wanted to buy, but my girlfriend's son also really wants that. So I'm gonna and we kind of have this thing at the house. Everybody in the house loves Legos, and we try not to double up. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one alone with the hopes that they bring out Rexy and the pink one, because I'd rather
There
have
you
the
go.
pink one anyway.
Yeah, they had those for sale at the Rolex 24.
Nice.
We saw so many people come. I think it was slightly cheaper. It was like actually worth getting at the Rolex, like maybe just like $20, but it was slightly cheaper. So a bunch of people bought it at the Rolex 24-hour, which was pretty cool.
That is.
I
Cool.
thought it was like a giveaway. I was like, damn, that's cool. And then it was like, no, they paid for it.
Yeah, I was at the Lego store a couple of weeks ago, and I was gonna buy a couple of different Legos, and I was looking at Roxy, and I almost got it. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. I actually just finished. I bought 3 of them that day. One of them was the Artemis rocket, which I just finished earlier today, and put it in my I put it in my new display case. I'm really proud of it. But I also bought the C8 Corvette, and I bought the Supra from the original Fast and the Furious. So now I have to put the 2 cars together.
Supra.
And it's the big one. It's
That
not a
just
smaller
came
one.
out. That just came out. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I have the R34, but I don't have the
nasty.
Supra. I need to get
Nasty's
that.
around.
And back to the pits.
So, let's
See what happened here.
This replay is here.
Oh, he's coming up on the... Here's that turn you were talking about. Do you lift or don't you? Does he lift? He does.
Yep.
Oh, but
But he takes
hit
too
the
much
curb.
curb.
Mm-hmm.
Too much. I see Turbo in the chat. Matt, one of the guys who was camping with us, he did buy the Roxy after the Rolex, and it was more expensive.
C-Dub's in the chat asking for pictures of the display case. I'll take a quick photo, and I'll post it in the Discord here once we're done with production tonight. You may have to remind me.
I do want to see that. Yeah, I have the BMW M4 GT3 car plus their hypercar that I haven't put together. I have Brian's Skyline. I have the Ferrari. What Ferrari is this? Whatever, the 812. And I have the McLaren that I still haven't put together yet because I don't have any room for them.
See, that was my problem. Everybody in the house has Legos like all over the place, and there was no room for mine. So I bought a display case that's got lights in it and glass shelving so you can look at it all, specifically for my so I can finally buy some of the bigger Legos I want to put together. So
that you want.
I was really
all
tempted.
gray pieces.
I was really tempted to buy the Skyline and the Supra and have 2 Fast and Furious cars, but I decided I really wanted the C8, so I got that instead.
I have
which one of you two are the Bustas then? If you've got Brian's 2 of Brian's vehicles.
Well, no, I've got the Supra. The Supra's
the
better.
The Busta kept me out of handcuffs. Busta brought me back. He didn't just go back and hide at the fort. All right.
Hey, as long as you're not granny shifting and double clutching like you should, okay?
Yep. Yep. I love that movie. I might watch that movie tonight.
Dang it! Now I got to go back and watch the original. I've got a box set.
I watch it
like
once a year.
I've got the box set of I think 1 through 6 or 1 through 7, and we've made it through Fast 5. I still have yet to watch any of them after 5, and I still want to. I want to watch them just so I can say I've watched them all.
Just to say you've seen them. Fair enough, because I couldn't get through 5. I turned 5 halfway off.
Ooh, there
Left
we go.
to pass you. There we go.
Gotten the 39.
Yeah, I only accept 1 through 3.
Yeah, I started falling off, I think, around 4 or 5. Which one was the one where they marketed it as new model, original parts, or something like that, and they had to go down to Mexico or whatever, and they brought back everybody from the original?
That was 4.
Okay.
5 is when The Rock got involved and it started becoming a heist movie.
Oh yeah, and they were down in Brazil and they were like dragging the
That's when it got out of hand. I love The Rock. Dwayne, if you're listening, I love you. I like your movies. I think you're cool. I just don't like what the writers did for those movies after you got involved.
See, I like
make that clear. It's not The Rock's fault.
I like that they get like ridiculous with cars. Like for some reason, I like it. I can understand why people who are more purist, that I can totally understand the people that liked the first one, why they wouldn't like that. But I like both.
Like advertise. It's like the Mach-E. It's like the Mustang Mach-E. Don't call it a Mustang. Call it a Mach-E. If you called it the Mach-E, everybody would love it because it's a cool EV. It's one of the coolest EVs out there. But you called it a Mustang. And that's how I feel about the rest of Fast and Furious after 3. It's like you shouldn't have called it that. You would have made up a different name. I would have loved it.
Nasty, if you're listening, if you can exit, that would help. Otherwise, we have to sit here for 5.5 minutes waiting for the runoff because you're sitting in the pits. So please, just a simple request.
And that's chat saying we're tired of hearing these people talk about nonsense. Nasty's like on the toilet somewhere, dealing with that booty sweat.
Oh, I can't. We can't look at the livery
because he's in the booty sweat mobile.
But yeah, it's bad when even the Ford dealers, and I've had a few Ford dealers tell me the Mach-E is not a Mustang.
No, it's not. But it is, especially the Rally Edition, the white and black. It has the white like OZ Rally wheels.
No.
It is so cool. It is such a cool car. It's not a Mustang. Let's be clear. Yep. No, it's not a Mustang. But objectively, it's sick. Even if you don't like EVs, it's a sick ride. We see here VIP left to pass you 239.682. Not too shabby. And we have Vetter Dan with a 640.096. Then PHG Strychnine in a 644.203. And Nasty with a 643.641. Well done, everybody. That gives us 52 qualifiers so far, and it looks like we're going to get SPC's Cold Trickle. Smoke one for who? RSR Zilla. And Mr. Racing back in it. I know we had him initially and left, and then our fellow teammate, Sheldologist. Gonna get these guys added into the spread. That's short for spreadsheet.
Yeah. Is it a spread like beating the spread in gambling, or is it a spread like dinner, or is it a spread like the spread?
Yeah, like dinner, Yeah, I don't know how to gamble. People have tried to teach me, but I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not too good on it either. I'd rather save my money for video games or beer or car parts.
That was not an option for me growing up.
Right.
I have some friends that it's like when we watch a sporting game or match, we're speaking two different languages. Like I'm like, I have no clue what you just said to me. That was all gibberish. How are we not just cheering for who wins or loses? Amarillo Dash.
Another quick reminder to everybody out there, remember to like and subscribe to the channel as long as you're here. Those of us here at Salamander Racing, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you know, we can do
an
that.
AMG. I like that. Yeah, we got the Plaka horn. I love that the dumb guys do racing, which we've all been on, which is awesome. I love that they call it the Plaka horn, because that's exactly what I think of.
Yeah.
Tikase, Chupapi.
That was a very, very fun time getting on there with those guys.
Oh, yeah, those guys are great. For anybody who hasn't heard of them or listened to them, just search for Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. They've done 159 episodes now, I think.
They're closing.
Yeah,
they're getting. Yeah, they're closer to 200 than 100. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But this last week they had McNaughty to talk about the upcoming NRL, the Naughty Racing League coming up. So you guys want to tune in and listen to that?
Yeah.
Or no, last week was Mustang Chuck.
Chuck was.
Yeah,
that's right.
Chuck
McNaughty was on the week before, and me and Papa were on the week before that. T-Case has been on it. I've been on it another time a few months back. Cool bunch of guys. They're really a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Definitely go check them out.
Yeah, I need to finish. I got halfway through your episode, Chuck. I haven't finished it yet, but so far so good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they and I appreciate the watch as well, or the listen rather. It was a lot of fun. I even shared it with my friends and family, and they listened through to it too, and we're really excited. I was like, holy crap, I'm so into this sim racing thing. I've been invited on a podcast now.
Yeah.
I guess that makes me kind of a big deal. I'm kidding.
People know me.
Yeah, people know me.
Jeffrey,
no, it is funny. We've talked about this. Like, it's weird to tell people outside of the Gran Turismo YouTube circle about what we do, because it doesn't sound real. And you're like, no, it's like competitive racing, and it's like watching it on TV.
Well, see, and I'm a big enough nerd that I'm totally comfortable telling people what my nerdy hobby is, and I don't care if they look at me funny, because then
for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I get it. I mean, I've been playing video games my whole life, so it's like, to me, it's just. And honestly, I mean, video games are far more accepted now than they were back when I was a kid. Back when I was a kid, it was like, what are you doing? Just sitting inside playing video games all day? It's like, well, now you can make a living at it, for Christ's sake. So
I still remember, because I'm 41 years old, and I still remember, and I love my mom and dad to death. Thank God they're still with us, and they listen to the podcast as well that I was on and really support this. But I remember when I was a kid, every console was a Nintendo, even if it was a Genesis, it was a Nintendo. And I remember when it wasn't a Nintendo, it was a Nitwit-tendo.
A nitwit Tendo.
Oh my.
Yep. Nitwit
Now,
Tendo.
now we get where the Fartrari came from. It all makes
Right?
sense now.
And
Jeez,
and,
I'd be saying
they-
stuff like that too.
and they'd what was it? Oh yeah, you think somebody's gonna pay to play video games for the rest of your life? Look at what we have now.
Yeah. See, I was lucky. My dad, back in, gosh, when he went to college in the 70s, he got into computer science, like when computers took up an entire room. Like he went to school with one of the guys that was the lead or main person on the original Tron, like doing the
cool.
computer graphics. He went to
Cool.
school with him. And so like he got into that stuff early. So he was always like, yeah, this is the future. Like
Yeah.
we always
Me and
had
Sal are,
that type of
are-
stuff.
Me and Sal, that's one of our nerddoms is Tron.
Oh, Tron
So,
is
as
my
we
jam,
speak,
man.
I'm a Rio Dash.
Ooh, and the Whataburger mobile.
Me and
Burger.
I mean, I've got a house with 4 young boys in it. That's not weird. It's not as weird as it sounds. 3 of them are my kids. One's my girlfriend's kid.
We understand. Three of them are mine, but the other one.
That's my girlfriend's son. He hadn't seen any of the Trons yet, and all 3 of mine have seen all 3 of them. And in fact, I got all 3 of them into it when Tron Ares came out. Because I'm like, oh, do you want to go see Do you want to go see the movie? And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, let's watch the other 2. They're on Disney. So we watched both of them one night, and they're like,
You're like,
this is cool. Let's go see the new one. So we went and saw the new one in the theater, and they loved it. So we just watched 1 and 2 this last weekend, so that my girlfriend's son could watch it, and he really liked it. So now I can't wait till not this weekend, but the next weekend when they come back, we'll probably watch Ares. I really enjoyed Ares.
awesome.
In fact, my girlfriend
I
enjoyed
liked it
Ares
too.
probably more than the other 3. I know some Tron purists probably don't like 3 as much. I loved 3. I think all 3 of them are great.
I thought it was great. I
thought 3 was all right. It was good. I wasn't. I don't think it was bad. It's just I like, and this is just me personally, is I really miss especially in Tron Legacy, they introduce so much stuff that makes you kind of sit there and go, like exercises your brain, right? With like the ISOs and everything like that. I want to say once again, I did not dislike Ares. It was a fun romp, but I miss, and maybe they're bringing that back in the future. If you've seen Tron Ares, you kind of get the hint of that in the
there's definitely going to be another one
scene or whatever.
Well, it took place
you know,
not in the computer for the most part,
right?
So you're spending more time in the reality of what these decisions of all these people are causing in reality. Like in Legacy, you were seeing all that within the computer, what all that meant. And then in this one, it's like, oh, here's what's happening in the real world of what these corporations are doing, what these people in power are doing, and what these issues are. And I like that. But I do think, in 4, maybe there's like a hybrid of you spend more time in each universe, because it kind of seemed super heavy in Legacy. It was kind of only in the computer, and then Ares was pretty much solely out of the computer.
I'm much more of like a nostalgia kind of. I love when there's throwbacks, and there was certainly more.
Oh, yeah.
I loved in Ares that they went back to the original Tron. In Legacy there was. I mean, there's obvious
80s.
References, but they didn't have like a lot of the actual stuff other than that's a big door. Like that's the big hint to the first one. But in the third one, they more obviously go back to the 80s with Bit and the original, light cycle and the 8-bit arena and all that stuff. And I don't know. I was totally geeking out over that stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to sit down and watch it again. One of the questions that I have, and this is just me doing the big thinking thing that I like to do, is Kevin Flynn's return. Like, is that Kevin Flynn as we knew/know him, just reintegrated with Clue, or is that just like is he like a ghost program in the machine or something?
It's something that might be interesting to explore.
Well, see, I have a
later
feeling.
on
Though,
in the,
I have a
in the
feeling.
lore.
I have a feeling 4 is going to be the main characters are going to be Ares and the girl that came out of the computer in Legacy. That those will be the main characters.
Are you talking about Cora?
Yeah, Cora. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name.
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
Because that's who he's looking for, is Sam and Cora at the end of the movie. So.
Yep.
Well, Cora specifically.
Tune in to Salamander MN PHG World Series qualifying, where you can dive in deep to the Tron universe and listen to us nerds nerd out. You need to clip that whole super serious discussion we just had about Tron.
As if talking about video game sim racing isn't nerdy enough. Now we need to start debating Star Wars versus Star Trek, and we will have blown everybody.
We just went so hard at Tron right then. That was so funny.
Well, I'm glad we entertained you, TK.
Whoa, I was
hard in the paint on Tron.
right there with you. I was right there with you. I was into it just as much as you were. I just started thinking about it from an outsider's perspective.
This is what you get when you get involved and start watching anything PHG. You get all sorts of randomness as well as outstanding racing.
Let's hear it in the chat. What are your thoughts on all 3 Trons? Which one's your favorite? You expecting a 4th one?
Well, and theories on what is going to happen in the 4th one. We want to hear that too.
Yeah. The best was when, I believe it was Iron Fix last season, always had that kind of Tron style livery, that computer circuit board livery.
I like that stuff. Cool. We had talked in a previous qualifying session, well, the last week at Autopolis. I think we had talked about how there was a GTWS race at Autopolis that was one of my favorites because it used the road car BRZ versus the road car Toyota. Yeah. And one of the reasons I like that one is one of my favorite liveries I've ever done is on the BRZ road car. It's got that circuit vibe to it, but I made it a PS5 livery. Like, it's got the power button on the front.
Oh, cool.
The roof looks like the black middle section of the PS5. I don't know if most people look at that car. I don't know how many people have looked at my liveries, but that BRZ livery, if you look at it close enough, it kind of replicates a PS5. And I was really proud of how I did it, but it's hard to tell what it is if you don't like take it into the livery editor and look it over.
That's cool.
But I love that car simply because of the livery I put on it. Which I've got a bunch of those.
Fair enough.
You know, another, I guess you can consider this a nerdy movie, or nerdy thing, nerddom that's coming out. Did anybody happen to see the trailer for the new Backrooms movie coming out in a couple months?
I am not familiar with that one.
The Backrooms movie.
I don't know what that is.
Oh man, down in the chat, anybody a fan of the Backrooms? Just, you guys get really bored.
Are you saying bathrooms?
Cool no, rooms.
You keep glitching out. Like right as you say whatever the B is, it cuts out every time.
Right. BACK.
Backrooms. Okay. See, I couldn't tell if he was saying bathrooms, or...
No, I don't know what that is. I was like, I don't know about these bathrooms, man.
No.
It's still doing it. Oh my god.
It's actually...
It doesn't want you to say it.
As soon as he says it, both syllables get blanked out. It's like YouTube doesn't want it.
Okay.
All right. Well, so if you guys ever get the chance to look up Kane Pixels, KanePixels, he started this whole, I guess, analog horror thing on his channel called the Backrooms, where you glitch out of reality and you're in the back rooms and you can't communicate with normal reality. Well, it's become so popular that A24 Studios has greenlit a film that he himself is directing. And bear in mind, this is a 20-year-old, kid, and he started this when he was like a teenager, filming all of this on his personal YouTube channel, and it's now becoming a movie, which is incredible. But
That's
if you
cool.
want a unique look at horror, look up Kane Pixels, and you can look through all of his backroom stuff. It's genuinely entertaining and quite unsettling. And there's all sorts of offshoots, like it's a whole internet thing now. But if you want the original stuff, you go with what Kane Pixels put out.
Yeah, so you lost me in horror.
Well,
I
isn't that
have
like
no
what
interest in
the
anything
original-
horror.
Same. But Five Nights at Freddy, that started out as like kind of an old pixelated video game, right?
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
there's several games on it. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was pixelated, but I do know that it was several survival horror video games where it's like
I don't do
Chuck E. Cheese, but horrifically scary.
But
where
your
the
nightmare.
animatronic. Yeah, the animatronics are alive and they want to eat you. I think the story of it was that they think that
like the
you
souls
need
of
robot
children
skin
or something.
Yeah, and like your human skin is insufficient, and you need robot skin or something like that. I don't know. It's really weird. I never got into Five Nights at Freddy's, but
See, what's weird is when that's
also something new.
When the Gran Turismo movie came out, me and the boys all went because they knew I played Gran Turismo and doing the YouTube thing. So we all went to go see Gran Turismo, and one of the not prequels, the things they show before the movie. Trailer. Wow. I can't think. One of the trailers was for Five Nights at Freddy's, and I've got my 9-year-old with me, and he watches that. They had that, and they had another one, which was like some scary witch horror movie. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, this is... And so he's like freaked out. Like, the movie hasn't even started, and he is freaking out. And I'm like, oh Christ. So I'm like covering his face. I'm like, you don't want to watch this preview. You don't want to watch this trailer, buddy. Okay. I'm like, oh man, this is I'm like, this is not the movie for... I thought this movie was like PG, right? Like, why are we playing horror movies for the previews? But whatever. Mr. Racing on a heck of a lap here. 34.9. That's a good lap.
Start out 34.9.
Nice.
Sorry, we had to get out of our geekdom for a second. These guys are actually coming to the finish line, so we may have to get serious for a moment.
How rude.
Yeah, exactly.
That puts Mr. Racing just behind the Truth Serum. Looking pretty solid there.
That's solidly split one, with probably one qualifier left to go. Zilla with a 643. Sparky coming to the line with a 6. Could this be a 640? Yes, 640.2. Smoke 1-4. I believe this is a new driver. We haven't seen Smoke 1-4 before.
Yeah, I think this was referenced by someone in the chat who I also didn't recognize.
A 650.7.
Some more people coming in.
SPC with a 651. I did notice while we were cycling through drivers, we saw SPC go off a couple of times. We know he's a fast driver. Sheldologist with a 640 flat. Amarillo Dash must have had an issue. Yeah, Sheldo with a decent time as well. That BMW, but Mr. Racing leaps ahead of everybody else in this particular lobby. We'll see if Sheldo, Sparky, or Zilla can challenge, but Mr. Racing Purple, so continuing to improve on his 634. I've said this before. Mr. Racing is somebody who he was running the team that I joined in IRO last season and has made dramatic improvements in the year that I've now known him. You know, very much the go for every spot kind of driver to start with, and he's really matured as a race car driver and certainly gained a lot of pace. So, can't say enough for how well this kid's done. Is now up a quarter second.
There he goes. Purple again.
Let's check in on Sheldo. Not sure where the next time check is.
Sheldologist now.
Yeah, let's see where the next time check's at, see where he's at. Sheldo's quick. Arguably may have won the last NRL Division B, but had to miss the finals because he went on vacation. It's like
to Cancun.
It's like he is a 10th off on his previous best, but yeah, looking for big things out of Sheldologist on this one.
Sparky running a Dale Earnhardt inspired livery here.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, paint scheme.
Ooh, 8
Gotta
tenths
say
up.
American. It's a paint scheme.
8 tenths up on his personal best here, so looking to break into the 630s, or I should say below the 640s. RSR Zilla with that 643. I'm a little surprised by that. Zilla's normally a pretty
I
fast
love that
driver.
livery. That tricked me. That looked like a Beetle because of the way he had the silver not going all the way to the front. I was like, what?
I believe that's I believe that's the default livery on the Porsche.
Is that the default?
It is.
The way it was up at the top, I was like, the upper view, I was like, oh, that's another Beetle. Oh no, it's the 911.
Oh, you
like
know,
that.
you're right.
There
Yeah, the camera just swung, and now I totally see it now that you mention it.
I was like, what?
Guys, I just saw that there's somebody who joined the lobby. His play or either joined the lobby or he set a lap time. Not his Gran Turismo name, but his PlayStation name is Edgar Friendly, like, and then a couple numbers. You guys know what that's a reference to, of course.
I do not.
Oh, come on.
You know, you're probably going to say it, and then I'm going to feel dumb.
Yeah, I know I should know it, but I can't
remember?
think of what. No, I'm going to look it up.
It's Demolition Man, man.
Oh, God, I haven't seen that.
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Yes. Well, I reference that. See, I feel dumb. I feel dumb. Yes, I know who that is. Because I reference Demolition Man like crazy. We do the MDKs, the 3 shells, classy Taco Bell.
Right.
Now I'm going to have to look that movie
I
up.
heard a rumor why do I feel
It's
like
a
I've heard a
it's a-
rumor that they're doing
Wait, it says
another
Turbo here.
Demolition Man.
Is that Turbo with an alternate
Where?
name? In the in-game chat, it came up and went away. It said Turbo here. Edgar Friendly said that.
Oh. Turbo does say. Yes, that is Turbo. That's his alternate account. Yes, okay.
It all comes together.
See, that's how I knew it, because Turbo had told me all this. Like,
Now I need to go watch Demolition Man. I haven't watched Demolition Man since, like, what, the early 2000s maybe? It's been
Wesley Snipes and,
so long.
and Sylvester Stallone and early what's her name? Miss Congeniality and
Sandra
Speed.
Bullock.
Sandra
Bullock. Thank you.
Oh, that's right.
It's early, like,
well, like Speed.
yeah, it's
like
good.
Speed era.
Yeah, Speed era.
Was
and,
that still the
Rob
90s
Schneider.
or was that the 2000s?
It was the 90s.
I think so.
Speed was still the 90s, yeah.
Well, Speed definitely was. I can't remember if Demolition Man was 90s or not.
I believe so.
And how
It was
much
still 90s.
how much of Demolition Man has come true? Oh, as Mr. Racing gets around.
I think he just finished up his final lap.
Oh, yeah, that is the start finish. Yeah, okay.
Let's see, who else? It looks like I think
He was
Zilla's the
not
next
able
one
to
coming to the
approve.
line. Comes around the last few corners here. Trying to beat that 643. I think he's going to get it. 42. Beats it by almost a half a second. Sparky coming to the line, trying to beat the 640. Does by 1.7 seconds.
Ooh,
Nice.
wow.
We got Smoke 1-4 coming to the line. Trying to beat a 650. Should easily be able to squash that. The 644.
Nice.
Sheldo trying to beat a 640. 940. Oh, just misses it. Our last driver, Amarillo Dash. Trying to beat a 659. It's a 648. A 10-second improvement. Improvements are what matter.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so we have a whole bunch of runoff. If we could have Mr. Racing and SPC leave the lobby, that would allow us to get reset, get going on the next one. Granted, we do have 7
Hopefully
minutes
they're
before the
listening.
next one needs to start.
This is our last one, I believe.
I think so. All right, so what is that? We're at 59 drivers. So we have had 3
59.
eliminations, unfortunately, but that means we will have full splits on race day. And we still have one more
Awesome.
set of qualifying to go.
That is great news. All right, so it looks like in P1 we've got Sparky in the M6 GT3 Sprint model with a 6-minute 38.479. P2 we've got Shelled with once again same car but different model, the Endurance model with a 640.053. P3 we've got RSR Zilla with the 911 GT3R with a 643.034. In P4, we've got Smoke 1-4, once again in the Porsche, with a 644.168. P5, we've got PHG Amarillo Dash in the Merc, the AMG, with a 648.482. In 6th, we've got S7R Mr. Racing 40 in the Porsche, with a 634.917. And in 7th, we have FAF SPC, aka Cold Trickle, once again in the 911, with a 651.774.
Some decent times in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Racing definitely setting the pace. All right, so it looks like we've got Edgar Friendly, aka Turbo, in this one, and a PRA
Edgar
Mr. Wiggles.
Friendly.
Have we seen Mr. Wiggles before?
I have not. I've heard that Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, though.
I have heard that as well. All right, so Mr. Racing in that last one puts him P9 overall. All right, with this being likely our last qualifier of the night, the cutoffs that people are going to want to know about right now, P14, which is the cutoff to split one, is sitting at a 636.396. So you basically need to beat a 636.4 to have a chance at top split. For split 2, the cutoff is a 638.881. The split 3 cutoff, 42nd place, is a 643.641. And P56, which is our cutoff for split 4, is at a 651.575. So 651.5 is what you're looking at just to make race day. And a 636.4 to try to make it into top split.
J. Daniel Glover is Mr. Wiggles. Team PRA.
Daniel Glover, I am familiar with your work. Respect.
The old Lethal Weapons.
Yes.
Why do I also feel like I heard that they're doing another one?
Really?
I
I heard they're making a new.
feel like they're trying to. Maybe it's.
I mean, this is totally different, but I heard they're making a new Spaceballs.
Yes.
I mean, if we want to
Yes,
we
they
want to
are.
stay
It's a-
on the geek
Film
track,
is wrapped.
new Spaceballs.
I see your
filming is
Schwartz
wrapped.
is as long as mine, Lone Star.
Let's see how well you handle it.
I watched that with my
they wrapped
girlfriend
filming
just a few
recently,
months
actually.
ago for the first time, and she looked at me like, "Why are we
Okay.
watching this?" And I looked at her like, "Why
Okay,
are we
so-
dating?"
Okay, so fun story while we're waiting for the next qualification to start. All right. So years back, I asked Mrs. Chuck out on our first date after watching the original Spaceballs movie. She and my mom had been friends for a while, and she kind of had a thing for me, and just so happened to be over at the house when I was home on leave from the Army. And two good friends of mine were there as well, who are fellow nerds and Spaceballs fans, who stood up in our wedding later on. And she had never seen Spaceballs, even though she had been a Star Wars fan. And when she left for the night to go home, after watching that movie, I went out there and asked her out on our first date. So Spaceballs definitely has a very special place in me and Mrs. Chuck's heart.
Very nice. I can see that being a romance movie for nerds.
Well, yeah. Nerds. Yes.
Well, all right, so it looks like
factual.
we've only got 3 people here in the last split. Listen, those of you out there in YouTube land, this is probably the last split. So any of you waiting to the last second, now is the time. I tried to make it sound like I put a period after every word in that sentence.
I read it that way.
Okay. Yeah, we got Cornbread, part of VIP now. Turbo, PRA, Mr. Wiggles. Could use some more drivers in this one. Let's see how many more we could get out here.
All in the GTR. Or not the GTR, the GT3 R 911. That wasn't right.
We're all getting tired.
There's only so much Nord a person can take.
Yeah, but that is what we do to bring high quality entertainment and racing action to you, the viewer, here in the PHG community.
Did y'all ever watch Community, the TV show? They don't make fun of, but they have their own version of Doctor Who, and it's called Inspector Spacetime. And it's like spot on with Doctor Who. But I never got into Doctor Who, but yeah, I know enough. But it's so I know enough about Doctor Who because of Inspector Spacetime on Community. Very funny.
Fair enough. Shaggy Doo points out in the chat that Cornbread is in the 2017 Porsche and not the newer one that we received in the update. That's very, very interesting.
That is very interesting. I don't think we've seen that.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
In fact, I believe that means I need to add that car to the list.
Yep, we do not have that car on the list.
991 17.
17.
There. It is now on the list, so you can select it. Mr. Timekeeper.
I see it. I see it. Crazy that we can both work on the same document at the same time.
Lucy King down there in the chat. Me too, dude. That was a rough race, wasn't it? Oh man, that I was sweating afterwards. I'm gonna have to get myself some 4D Racewear gloves because my hands were starting to really sweat throughout that, and I didn't slip up, but I was afraid I might have. So I might have to, use one of those discount codes and go get me some 4D Racewear gloves to prevent anything like that in the future.
Ooh, and qualifying. About to be underway. And the drivers are just sitting there. There we go.
Off we go. Final qualifier of the season.
Cornbread eager to get out ahead. Maybe he wants that extra lap there at the end. Classic VIP livery.
That it is.
Turboski's didn't have time for a livery, he said. Just a solid blue.
Another Roxy livery. Or Rexy? Dang it, now I can't remember. Although, I will say, the 77 needs to be on the right and lower. Not that I'm at all anal retentive. Or OCD. I'm interested to see what the older Porsche will do compared to the other ones.
I wonder if Cornbread's just so comfortable around here in it that they're like, I'm not going to be any faster learning a new car than I am just going to be consistent in the car that I already know.
Yeah, I mean, this track really is all about being comfortable and consistent. And having the equipment that will give you not the best time necessarily, but will allow you to put down your best time. I mean,
Exactly.
I mean, we've seen that so many times in the game, right? Where there's a car that's like, this car is faster, but I can't control it. So for me, it's not faster.
Yep.
Or one lap.
It is not. Yep.
One lap may be faster.
That's where right. That's where I'm at in my point to my evolution as a driver is trying to find a main or whatever, not necessarily going with what is the fastest one lap around. Is just pick something that I can handle, that I know that I can get through a long race and put down good times.
Well, and that was, I think, how we started in IRO last season, is we had chose the 2017 Porsche because it was a very neutral, consistent, and easy to drive car, which is what you want for an endurance race. And like I'd said earlier, we couldn't quite get the speed out of it. The car has the speed in it because the number one team in points was driving the same car. They were just doing better with it. Now, with that said, all the testing we did in the lead up to this season, TK's, myself, and the other 8 drivers all decided on the new Porsche because it did seem to be, I mean, not only fast, but the easiest to drive. I think we were kind of debating over whether to go with the GTR or the Porsche. And I think everybody agreed the Porsche was just easier. And I think in an endurance race, that's what you want. You don't want crashes. You don't want problems. Like, being consistent is what's most important. Now, if you can be consistent, in the faster car than, you know, Nirvana. But that's tough to do.
Yeah.
Sal, you had it right. You said Porsche one time, and then the rest of the time you said Porsche. I was proud for a second, and then you make me sad.
I want to accommodate all viewers because I know people say it both ways. So I'll say both Ford and sucks, you know, at the same time so I can accommodate everybody. There, that's the one time I'm saying it. I'm dropping it for the rest of the stream.
It's funny.
Well played, good friend. Well played.
Touche.
Hey, I only shave once. I don't need to shave twice. Which is a product of my immaturity.
Well, we are a bunch of grown kids here in the booth. I think this is established.
Well established. I've got a short on my channel that outlines it perfectly if anybody wants to go check that out.
Yes, make sure and like and subscribe to Salamander down here. He's puts out some good content. Obviously hosting this particular round of qualifying. Am I correct in that, right? Yeah, that is. Yep. So make sure to like and subscribe.
I don't know what he's talking about. I am nothing but professional. Always been
I think you actually said that in that short, in stark contrast to what you were actually saying. Classic moment. Somebody was actually asking for a D's Nuts update, and unfortunately D's Nuts have left the building.
They announced their retirement. They are on the outs.
It goes right along with RQR, you know. What was it? Rage Quit Racing? Is that what RQR stood for? So they joined, they gave us all some humor, and then they quit. Like the quitters that they are. So, well played.
And I unfortunately briefly joined RQR Racing in previous round of nations, but I have since absolved myself of those sins.
I think God keeps score, and those are on your record for quite some time.
Right? Fair enough. Fair enough. You quit racing, Chuck, because you went on intermediates instead of mediums.
I think there's some penance that needs to be performed in order to have those points removed from your license.
Perhaps. What should the penance be? Let us know down in the chat.
6 penance? 10 penance?
I see. Yeah. We doing some Monty Python little references here, maybe, or some Monty Python inspired humor.
Oh, I haven't watched Monty Python in a while either.
Oh,
I watched the Holy Grail within the last year or two. I haven't watched like Life of Brian in forever. I think that one I liked even more. So I mean, the Holy Grail is more quotable, but Life of Brian is pretty good too.
Yes. Oh, yes.
We fought in your general direction.
That's the Holy Grail.
The bright side of life.
Yep. Holy Grail was the only one I watched. The others were not allowed.
Holy Grail. Yeah, I grew up on watching Holy Grail.
Yep.
Both my parents were in band, and then I was in band, and I don't know what it is about being in band, but that's something that everybody who was ever in band and in school will know, that at least one day you watched the Monty Python in a school year. It was just something you did.
I think it's because of the trumpets and because of maybe the
coconuts.
You know, they're
the
musical instruments.
The coconuts.
You know?
Oh my god.
But it was just part of it. Like I literally from like, I don't know, fourth grade all the way through my senior year of high school, I at least watch Holy Grail once a year, if not more. It was just like part of life.
Well, in the scene with
and then
when
you finally realize they're when you realize how they're playing the cartoons in the sky are playing the trumpets.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're like, that's funny. That's comedy right there. That's comedy at its pure. That's D's nuts level of comedy.
Or maybe D's butts level of comedy.
There you go.
I like it where
and he knocked it out the park.
See, I like it when he ends up at the convent and they're all like swarming him.
Right.
And we can't quote that scene at all, but
oh, of course
that one's great.
We cannot.
That one's great.
No,
what? Yeah, Fernando. What is your favorite color?
Yeah, it'd be two parrots.
Red. No, blue.
No, knives. Green. I think that as a kid, the rabbit was my favorite.
Oh,
yeah. These huge fangs.
You know, why do I feel like I heard that was speaking of fangs, yes, Mr. Wiggles. And now I'm through. I have no idea what this portion of the track is called.
That part.
You know, the part with the turns.
Oh, yeah. With the 120, 140 something turns, that is Nordschleife. But, what was it? Darn it, I had something that was on the tip of my tongue to say, but I forgot. Oh well. Something having to do with Monty Python.
You were thinking of the
another one
scene.
We quoted. Another one we quoted all the time. She turned me into a newt. A newt. I got better.
I got better. That one's good. They called me Tim.
Newt.
What is the airborne velocity of a what is it? Something swallow.
Unladen swallow.
Unladen swallow. And they're like French or what is it? Australian or European?
What kind? African or European?
African or European? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's so
children.
Funny. And then,
children. That's who commentates these broadcasts. Children. So especially qualifying. So if you enjoy childish body humor, by all means, like and subscribe to the channel. And if you like more serious commentary, just wait till race day, and we are more serious during race day. Unless, of course, you're talking about fart raries, then it's still childish.
Yeah,
but on the beat of non-serious, I will say that your father was a hamster, and your mother
and your father smelled of elderberries.
Elderberries.
So one of the things that's what I was going to say is the part where you meet Enchanter Tim. I had heard that was like an ad-lib thing that they just kept in the movie, that the actor playing Tim forgot what his line was going to be. So they say, you know, what do they call you, or what is your name? And he says, there's some who call me Tim. He literally forgot his line.
I love it. Some of the most classic lines in all of like movies.
Oh yeah,
are ad-libs. People who screwed up. The outtakes to the movie Liar Liar are some some of the funniest stuff I've ever. I almost pee myself every time I watch that
movie.
But the outtakes.
That's one of my
the movie
movies.
itself is it is my favorite comedy. But the outtakes have me like pee my pants, like funny.
Yeah.
I just want to box him like Carrey. Sugar Ray Leonard.
I've been recently watching him, like in his early years, doing the TV show, and oh my goodness, he is
in Living Color.
In Living Color, yeah,
as Lieutenant Dan, or not Lieutenant Dan.
Oh my god,
Fire Marshal Bill. That's what I meant. Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah.
That
Holy
was classic.
cow! Him in Living Color is so funny.
One of my other favorites is the Saturday Night Live where he's the lifeguard at the hot tub. Oh, that one is funny.
I don't know that. The only one I know is when he pretends to be Vanilla Ice and does the spoof on Ice Ice Baby. Well done.
I think I have seen that one.
Friendly.
If you haven't seen the one where he's the lifeguard at the hot tub at like the YMCA,
no, I need to watch
that is funny. Lap swim. And he puts the ropes across the hot tub. Oh my god, it is so funny.
I used to be able. I'm sure I could do it, but when he does the slow motion football play in Ace Ventura at the mental hospital,
yep.
I used to do. I learned that whole like improv and theater is something I've always enjoyed and have always been in part of plays growing up. And so like I learned that and I could do it to the T. It would it made me laugh so hard.
Right. Ace Ventura was such a dumb, funny movie, but it was so good. I mean, there's so many other movies that are dumb, but they're just dumb. And that one was dumb but funny. And maybe that's just me being okay, that was my era when that came out, but I think it's hilarious.
It's because of what Jim Carrey can do. And there are very few Jim Carrey movies that aren't actually really good. Like, there's several comedians who I love who have had really great, hilarious movies and have had really terrible, funny movies. But Jim Carrey consistently brings it.
True.
Like, his movies are good. Yes Man. Yeah. I love Yes Man. Truman Show.
Truman Show
I
was
love
good.
Truman Show. I never saw Vanilla Sky. Is that what it was called?
Truman Show was like the first one he did that was a more serious movie, right? And I was impressed at how well he pulled off a serious role. But the funny thing, so to pivot, Robin Williams also was a great actor.
Yes,
he played serious roles.
Yeah.
In fact, he had that one movie where he was like a creepy. It was almost like a horror thriller movie. Where he was like
the 2 hour, 1 hour photo. Or something. That movie's creepy as that is a creepy movie.
But I mean, Robin Williams is
scary.
Robin Williams is one of my favorite comedians of all time. I've got his Live on Broadway DVD that I've watched probably 1 million times.
Oh,
the most hilarious special I think I've ever seen. He is so funny. I mean, it's unfortunate that we lost him. But
well,
him and Jim Carrey both.
Our first movie reference of the night was Hook. You know, we just went 3 hours later. 3 hours later, we're back at you with Robin Williams, y'all. We have purpose and we know what we're doing here at the Quality.
Yeah. I will say before Liar Liar, my favorite.
What's the one where he plays the robot?
Millennial Man.
Robot
or Millennium Man, something like that.
That movie made me. Yeah, that movie made me cry. That movie made me cry.
See, my favorite comedy before Liar Liar was The Birdcage. That was another movie that had me like pissing myself laughing, which has Robin Williams and Gene Hackman in it.
I need to watch it. I don't know that.
You don't know that? You have got to see that. You will love that movie. I need to watch
more. No, and I haven't watched.
I cannot believe you have not seen The Birdcage.
You don't understand what I was and wasn't allowed to watch. So much stuff came way past. Like, I discovered things from the 80s in like the year 2020 at some points because like I just was not exposed to it.
Yeah, The Birdcage was like 90s. Shaggy points out Nathan Lane is in it, and he is hilarious. Him and Robin Williams are so funny in that one.
Okay, that's on my list. That's on my list.
You have to see that.
There's so much music and so many movies that I was not allowed to view or listen to that I'm discovering now later in life. Like, I'm so grateful to Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
We talked about that on a previous stream.
Clearly
Yep.
Yeah, just like I would have never heard it had it not been for Rock Band or Guitar Hero.
Absolutely. I don't know if the bands knew just how popular they would become because of Guitar Hero. Like, I don't know that nearly as many
No,
people
and-
would know who Dragon Force is if it were not for
Well,
Guitar
that's-
Hero.
That's like how many kids now would not know who Kate Bush is if it weren't for Stranger Things. Like Stranger Things brought back Metallica and Kate Bush.
Yeah, for me, I would not have really gotten it. So kind of it was a slow burn for me. I wouldn't know and be a fan of AC/DC like I am if it wasn't for the newer version of the Dukes of Hazzard movie.
Oh,
as
with
well
Jessica
as
Simpson
Guitar
and
Hero
Johnny Knoxville.
Yep. And then what was the other one that had AC/DC in it? Oh, darn it! I'm having a brain fart again. Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
Iron Man.
So
Iron
Iron Man 1 and 2, those slap hard. That was before Marvel just got too out of hand. Like the early X-Men, Spider-Man, Iron Man, like that's some stuff right there. That's good stuff.
Oh yeah, Iron Man's entrance in Iron Man 2 still to this day gives me goosebumps. It's even though AC/DC is an Australian band, I believe, is the band members, but that still gives me, Merc feelings when Tony Stark shows up at the beginning of Iron Man 2. It's very very
Nice slap by Edgar Friendly.
640.4.
640.
Cornbread with an
Good job,
improvement.
Turboskis.
Mr. Wiggles, I think, was quite a bit ahead. Yeah, 5.4 seconds ahead. So certainly must have had an issue on that first lap. Having much better time on this lap. Still in the high 40s. But definite improvement. Oh, full sending it in the last couple of corners.
No. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I like LMFAO so much, but I do. I like them way more than I should.
I'm glad you appreciated that. That made me really happy.
I like them way more than I should. Party Rock Anthem?
You're
Heck
like,
yeah.
hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, that's so funny. Like 50.
All right, so Edgar Friendly with the 640.466. We got Cornbread, the only driver running in the older Porsche, with the 643.930, and Mr. Wiggles in the newer Porsche, running the classic Roxy livery. Rexy? I keep forgetting which is which. With the 653.166.
I want to say the pink one's Roxy.
I think so. I think Rexy is the green one.
Rexy's the original, yeah. So unfortunately, that puts Mr. Wiggles outside the bubble, currently in P61.
With that being said, we normally have drivers who qualify that end up not being able to race. So there may be drivers that end up getting bumped up into the split that may not have qualified. So stick around. Pay attention to the Discord. Just because you may not have made the cutoff doesn't necessarily mean you are totally out. There's always a chance. So you're saying there's a chance.
Man, nailing it with we're Jim Carrey, Robin Williams all day.
All right. So unless Shaggy decides to extend it and some people join, that may be it for our qualifier. Let's see. In this last split, did we have anybody who made top split? I don't think we did. So top split remains the same.
No.
We get the...
Yeah,
there we go. We're sorted.
Sorry.
So we've still got... All right, so we'll go over top split. Right now we've got Jorge, the lonely driver that had a sub 630 with a 629.967. He leads the pack. Wid, close behind in P2 with a 631.231. KP Wilcox with a 632.091. Kevin Naranjo, otherwise known as Oak, with the 632-896, followed closely by Cotton Ballistics with the 632-938.
Yeah.
Then we have Stig Xander, Bobagito, the Truth Serum, Mr. Racing, PHG Banana, Pyro, Josh Moment, B Pabst, and Jeffrey GT97YT
Wow.
make our top split. A lot of
One
911s in that top split.
Yeah.
911s and M6s predominantly, with one Beetle, P13, B Pabst. See, Papa, you could have made top split in the Beetle. Just saying.
Could he have? Maybe. Somebody did.
Somebody did.
There's a difference. We'll see. I'm
Yes.
curious how that's going to play out race pace wise. Because qualifying's one thing.
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, people have said that the Beetle doesn't have the top end, but is great in the corners. So it would make sense that it does well at the Nurburgring, which has lots of corners. And if it could stay tucked into somebody for those long straights, that could make up for the lack of speed. That's the big difference, right? If you have a car that's not great in the corners, but is great at top speed, then you're going to be worse in the corners if you're with somebody because of the dirty air. But somebody who's good in the corners and can stay tucked into somebody who isn't so great in the corners and can then get the boost on the long straights may have an advantage. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, especially on fuel.
True.
That'll
Yeah,
be
I mean,
interesting.
they could certainly...
And here, this layout doesn't have the main overtaking place is on the straight. Like that's where you get the better exit, and then at the end of the lap you pass in the braking zone. That's really the main overtaking spot. So
yeah, I mean,
it'll
this
be
track,
interesting to see how this plays out.
This track is really about patience because there's so many corners and it's such a skinny track that you've got, miles of track where you just need to stay tucked into whoever's behind you. And unless they go off the track, you just need to stay tucked behind them. It's just the way it is. That's just how the Nürburgring goes. If we had the GP circuit, or at least a part of the GP circuit, that's separate. That's a racing circuit. There's more opportunities to pass there, but there's so much time that you have to spend just sort of being patient and biding your time. Maybe getting into the head of the guy in front of you, not going for the move, but waiting for the move to be presented is what you have to do. So we'll see just how much patience our drivers, exhibit as we get on to race day. I think this qualifying session has been really good. I mean, again, day 2 always brings out more drivers. We've got 4 full splits leading into race day. I think that's going to be a wrap. So, I mean, TK, any final thoughts from you before we head on out?
Yeah, I hope our listeners feel educated about Tron. And if they haven't watched it, go watch Tron. But also, I mean, great racing out there. No surprise Jorge Sr. up front. This is not a race about qualifying. It's a race about not making mistakes. So I think regardless of where these people qualify, the outcome is all about consistency.
Absolutely. Right. All right, Chuck, any final words from you?
No, it was great chatting with you guys. Great watching these guys put down some really awesome, solid laps on the Nürburgring. Definitely not a place I'm a fan of. But unfortunately, I will not be able to join you gentlemen up in the booth this weekend as I have to work, duty calls and all of that. But I will try to be in the chat as best I can to help out where I can from there. But other than that, thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate the support.
Absolutely. Thanks, you guys. And thank you to our sponsors. I want to call them out before we end the stream. Of course, there's 4D Racewear. Go check out their stuff at 4dracewear.com. They've got great sim racing shoes, gloves, jerseys, hats, the whole shebang. If you use code Salamander10X or Papa10X at checkout, you can get a 10% discount on your order. Lithograph Comics, you can find them on Instagram. Greg, Litho, great comic book history there. Go check him out. We got Vexed, or formerly known as Vexed, now PD's Games and Graphics is his new name. You can find him on Instagram as well for a lot of your graphics needs. He does a lot of what you see here on the PHG World Series broadcast, at least during race day. And then there's also the Mist Chronicles that's authored by our own Tuzzenbox, who you've seen in the chat. His 3-book series chronicling the adventures of Mist is available on Amazon.com, so go check them out as well. So with that being said, check out the sponsors. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, TKs. Thanks, Mustang Chuck. Thanks, C-Dubs, for joining me in the booth. It's been a great night of qualifying. I'm really looking forward to the races we're going to have Friday night, starting at 7 p.m. Central. TKs will be broadcasting those races, Split 1 and Split 3. I, right back here on this channel, will be broadcasting the races on Saturday, starting at 1 p.m. Those will be Splits 2 and Splits 4. At the end of the day on Friday, we will likely have figured out who our top 3 finishers will be. And once again, the top 3 finishers will be receiving some free product from 4D Racewear. So another shout out to them. With that being said, everybody have a good night. Peace out. Be nice to one another. We will see you on Friday night over at TK's channel. Until then, later.
See y'all.
Bye.
Tires scream. PHG's back, it's a racing dream. Season 3's here, it's time to shine. Grip the wheel, feel the starting line. The combo slick, Shaggy's the king. Car and track, they're the perfect thing. Teams are ready, the racers too. Fast and fierce, they're coming through. It's more than speed, it's where we thrive. Blazing fire, corners twist, taking us higher. Every lap a story unfolds. Legends born on tracks of gold. All the colors, flags in the air. Every racer brings their flair. From every garage, every town, this is where the champions crown.
Yo, PHG in the lobby. Yeah, lights flash, engines rise. Season 3 begins, and the world's watching with wide eyes. Yeah. Drivers from all nations, every flag in flight. The grid is stacked heavy, competition's tight, but PHG rolls deep, steady nerve, sharp aim. Every corner carved clean, every lap pure flame. Built the squad from grit, no shortcuts, no favors. Earned every ounce of respect from rivals and haters. But when the pressure peaks and the storm grows greater, there's one name whispered: Shaggy the Rainmaker. Dark clouds roll whenever he takes the track. Rivals feel the thunder rumbling right up their backs. When that visor drops, whole lobby starts to quake. Cause Shaggy makes the rain fall heavier than heartbreak. Cause Shaggy makes the rain fall heavier than heartbreak. Yeah, yeah, hey. Moves unified, every driver locked in. Strategy like clockwork. Patience wearing thin, slipstreams tighten. The tires start to scream. This ain't luck, this is craft, this is PHG's team. Rain or shine, the grind stays endless. Every driver fearless, every line relentless. But when the sky goes black and the storms get great, everyone knows what's coming. The Rainmaker, Shaggy the Rainmaker. Bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legends shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make. Team PHG forever, destiny will take us. Every storm on track starts with Shaggy the Rain. The ring of rain, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, the way, the ring of rain, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, yeah. Season 3, engines loud, PHG, standing proud. And when the storm rolls in, you already know something that. You already know something that. You already know something that. Shaggy the Rainmaker, bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legend shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make. Team PHG forever, destiny will take us. Every storm on track starts with Shaggy the Rain. The way away, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, the way away, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, the day.
Yo, lights out, engines roar. Season 3 PHG, we back for more. Tracks are set, combos tight. Shaggy laid it down. It's a racer's delight. Buckle up, teams, it's time to thrive. PHG World Series, we going live. We going live. Rubber burns, curves kiss the breeze. GT7 streets where legends see. Shaggy cooked the recipe, fire in the stew. Cars and tracks match like a dance for the crew. From hairpin bends to straights that scream. Every line a story, every race a dream. Fuel in the veins, adrenaline spree. Welcome to the jungle, season 3.
Clocks ticking, engines kicking. Every second counts, feel the friction. New teams rolling, old champ flex. Rev it up, y'all. Who's next?
Season 3, let the tires sing. PHG, where the fast take wing.
Welcome racers to the grand design.
Speed meets hard on every finish line.
Season 3,
It's time to ignite.
strapped in tight.
It's a furious flight.
I see sparks fly, the tarmac glows. Races in sync like a symphony flows. Strategy spin, minds on the wheel. Every move calculated, every turn you feel. Teams collide, rivalries bloom. Under the floodlights, engines boom. Ladies and gents, take your stance. PHG's the stage, here's your chance.
Yeah.
Apex hunters chasing the crown. Draft through the pack, don't slow down.
Pit stop precision, seconds to spare.
Victory's a breath, snatch it from the air.
Season 3, let the tires sing. PHG, where the fast take wing.
Welcome racers to the grand design.
Speed meets hard on every finish line. Season 3, it's time to ignite. Strapping tight, it's a furious flight. Tires scream. PHG's back, it's a racing dream. Season 3's here, it's time to shine. Grip the wheel, feel the starting line. The combo slick, Shaggy's the king. Car and track, they're the perfect thing. Team
fire. Corners twist, taking us higher. Every lap a story unfolds. Legends born on tracks of gold. All the colors, flags in the air. Every racer brings their flair. From every garage, every town, this is where the champions crown.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, PHG in the lobby. Yeah. Lights flash, engines rise. Season 3 begins, and the world's watching with wide eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Drivers from all nations, every flag in flight. The grid is stacked heavy, competition's tight, but PHG rolls deep, steady nerve, sharp aim. Every corner carved clean, every lap pure flame. Built a squad from grit, no shortcuts, no favors. Earned every ounce of respect from rivals and haters. But when the pressure peaks and the storm grows greater, there's one name whispered: Shaggy the Rainmaker. Dark clouds roll whenever he takes the track. Rivals feel the thunder rumbling right up their backs. When that visor drops, whole lobby starts to quake. Cause Shaggy makes the rain fall heavier than heartbreak. Cause Shaggy makes the rain fall heavier than heartbreak. Yeah, hey. Moves unified, every driver locked in. Strategy like clockwork. Patience wearing thin, slipstreams tighten. The tires start to scream. This ain't luck, this is craft, this is PHG's team. Rain or shine, the grind stays endless. Every driver fearless, every line relentless. But when the sky goes black and the storms get great, everyone knows what's coming. The Rainmaker, Shaggy the Rainmaker. Bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legends shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make. Team PHG forever, destiny will take us. Every storm on track starts with Shaggy the Rain. The ring your way, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, the way, the ring your way, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, yeah. Season 3, engines loud, PHG standing proud. And when the storm rolls in, you already know something that. You already know something that. You already know something that. Shaggy the Rainmaker. Bring the thunder, bring the spray, make the legend shake. Season 3 is ours, history's ours to make. Team PHG forever, destiny will take us. Every storm on track starts with Shaggy the Rain. The way away, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, the way away, make a way away, make a way away, make a way away, the game.
Yo, lights out, engines roar. Season 3 PHG, we back for more. Tracks are set, combos tight. Shaggy laid it down. It's a racer's delight. Buckle up, teams, it's time to thrive. PHG World Series, we going live. We going live. Rubber burns, curves kiss the breeze. GT7 streets where legends see. Shaggy cooked the recipe, fire in the stew. Cars and tracks match like a dance for the crew. From hairpin bends to straights that scream. Every line a story, every race a dream. Fuel in the veins, adrenaline spree. Welcome to the jungle, season 3.
Clock's ticking, engines kicking, every second counts. Feel the friction, new teams rolling, old champ flex. Rev it up, y'all. Who's next?
Season 3, let the tires sing. PHG, where the fast take wing.
Welcome racers to the grand design.
Speed meets hard on every finish line.
every turn you feel. Teams collide, rivalries bloom under the floodlights, engines boom. Ladies and gents, take your stance. PHG the stage, here's your chance.
Yeah.
Apex hunters chasing the crown. Draft through the pack, don't slow down.
Pit stop precision, seconds to spare.
Victory's a breath, snatch it from the air.